What's up, you guys? How is everybody on this Monday afternoon? We're going to have a little afternoon chit chat here because I just got done with work. And right now it's just me and the dogs. So hopefully it stays a little peaceful in here. In my house, I mean. Hopefully it stays a little quiet for a minute so they're not going to go crazy. But I wanted to come on and talk with you guys. So let me know when you guys get in. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'll give everybody a minute to get in here. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up for me. I really appreciate it. And just let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. All right, you guys, here we go. I'm just getting started here. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a good weekend myself. We were the family, we went skiing. We took the kids on a little ski trip that was part of their Christmas present from us and also my sister and brother-in-law. So we had a little family vacation to kind of break up the monotony of this like winter / going into spring. So it was really nice. It was really nice to kind of just get away, and kids had so much fun. They had so much fun. So I'm glad that we were able to do it. I'm really glad that we were able to go away with them. And they got some ski time in, which was great. Unfortunately, I still was not able to go because I'm still dealing with the ramifications of all of this respiratory infection that I had and the flu. So I have one more doctor appointment tomorrow. I got to have some x-rays done just to make sure everything is good. Doesn't feel 100% though. You know what I mean? So just got to check on it and make sure everything is good. But yeah, man, when you get older and you get sick, I feel like it takes 10 times longer to get better for whatever reason, right? It's just crazy. I was going to try to go live from up there, and then I was like, I was just listening to some of the stuff that was going on, kind of catching up in the YouTube community. And I just thought to myself, oh my God, like some of these people like that, it baffles me. It really baffles me. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to get in here. And if somebody wants to let me know if they can hear me in the chat, I would appreciate it. I just want to get a couple things off my chest here because you know what? Here's the thing. I'm allowed to have an opinion, and it really doesn't mean anything other than I see what people are doing sometimes. And it's like so ridiculous. Hey, Amy. Oh, Amy, I'm glad you're here because this is right up your alley of what I'm going to be talking about. Thank you so much. Oh, good. Thank you for letting me know. Right up your alley in the sense that like you talk about it too. And I say hardly anything. You guys know that. Good. I'm glad you can hear me. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. I know. Sorry if I'm still coughing here a little bit. Hey, Trey. Hi, babe. How are you? How you doing? Yeah, things have gotten so at the end of the day, you guys, right? There's a lot of people that are doing a lot of different things in their lives. They're sharing it on YouTube. Not everything that everybody does is everybody's cup of tea, so to speak, right? But like we can all support each other or back each other and give each other, support in different ways, right? And that's fine. I've been off of YouTube. I went live a couple times to do some cooking, which was fun. I love doing my little cooking shorts. I've been sick all the entire month of February, and so it's been really tough. Yeah, exactly, Trey. I have not followed all of the madness either. And to be honest with you, I was off of YouTube for like that number of weeks when I was really sick and in bed. And and then when I came back to like just kind of poke through and see what's been going on, I've subscribed to a whole bunch of different new channels recently. I've been following a lot of stuff in the true crime community because there was a big trial here in Connecticut that just kind of got over with. That was a big trial for a long time. We were waiting for this thing to come to fruition. So I've been paying attention to a lot of that. But right, Amy, when people put business all over YouTube, you're allowed to have an opinion. And that's the thing. People have an opinion of me, and I'm not even talking about them. And they have such a staunch negative opinion of me. Like when I was doing my little makeup tutorial that night with Janelle, and we were like talking about like just like different products on the market and whatnot. We're just having like girls chat on a Friday night, and I'm sharing some. I do it for a living. Okay. Like I do hair, I do makeup, I do eyelashes for a living. I've been in the business for a long time. I've also learned a lot of tricks of the trade over time. So I'm sharing certain tricks that, are fantastic tricks. It's no different than if somebody makes makeup or soaps on their channel and they want to show somebody how to do it. Yes, you can go to the store and buy it, whatever the case is. Yes, the Trichonis trial tray. Yeah, that's what I was watching. But yeah, I mean, I was sharing, and like it's all in innocence and it's all in fun and it's all whatever. And it's become like this joke. Like, first of all, like Sharon, I have not even, I unsubscribed to her a long time ago. And that bitch wants to pretend like she went to rehab. She wants to, I guess, go back on, and she claims that she doesn't go after people unless they come after her. Then she's writing these community posts. And the only reason I know is it was brought to my attention when I was in somebody else's live one day. And I was in the chat. I wasn't after, like I was just there, like listening and chatting in the chat. You want some eyelash chips? Sure. I can give you eyelash chips. She is irrelevant, but here's the thing. She's irrelevant to me because she's not even in my league, Amy. She's not even in my league. Okay. And so, I'm not talking about her, but she obviously is grasping at something for content. So I mean enough to her, like where she wants to look and listen and then make fun and whatever. And I'm like, what? She was mad about what? She's doing this. She's making fun of me about this. I'm like, bitch, please. Like, go find a dentist, motherfucker. Then come talk to me. How about that? Just go make a dentist appointment, Sharon. Okay? Let's start there. Let's start off with one thing at a time. You never worn eyelashes? I do the eyelash extensions, Trey. You know that. Trey, you should come to me one day and I'll do them and we'll do a live and I'll put them on you. That'd be fun. That would be a fun time. Hey, Scout. What's going on? It is. It's so Amy, you're right. It is. Her channel is nothing without talking about others. And I'm like, okay, so you're obviously the biggest fucking liar in the world. And we all know that. You didn't go to rehab. You're not in recovery. You're getting worse and worse and worse with your behavior, the erratic behavior, the negativity, trying to go after people. I mean, that's the epitome of like a bully. Okay. I don't have time for it. I have not been a subscriber. And yet, of course, you get told certain things. So of course, you're going to naturally want to go and look, right? You're going to naturally want to go and look. So I go and look. I'm like, oh my God. Right. But I don't even really address it because I'm like, she's so beneath me. Like it's just a different level of like mentality. She has gone downhill big time, Trey, big time. Yeah, you can come. We'll do one. Why not? Free of charge. Yes. If you'll let me go on, put you on camera while I'm showing me doing them on you. Yes, that'll be the deal. I keep trying to get Trey to come on panel with me. I'm trying to bribe her in any which way. This is me bribing you, Trey. Hey, BB. How you feeling? How are you? Oh, my God. It's so good to see you. Oh, girl. You had a bunch of stuff going on this weekend. I can't even keep up with all of it. Oh, my goodness. Craziness. Yeah, she's gone downhill. It's not even, it's like, I can't even put it into context, you guys. Like, and I'm like, I guess I'm you know what? Here's the thing. If I'm giving you makeup tips, don't knock it until you try it. Because have you looked at your skin lately? Have you looked at your mouth lately? I mean, and I don't make fun of people, but like, how are you going to make fun of me? And I'm sorry. Like, I don't get Botox. I don't get any of that shit done. I give makeup tips. We do some cooking stuff. We have a positive like vibe over here. And you want to act like that, like you're some fucking like princess and beauty queen. You got two things hanging off the sides of your mouth that look like they should be in a man's groin. And then you got this big old gap now because you lost a tooth because apparently, your big thing is that, well, if I just stay on my dope, then I'll be okay. But once I go off dope, I start having medical problems. Oh yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah, really, really good idea. Hey, Thursday, what's going on? How are you? Thank you for coming in, guys. Sorry, I'm going to catch up in the chat here for a second. It's so bad. Like, it's so bad. No bright lights on your wrinkles. Okay, Trey. We'll plan that. You guys, we're going to do a live one day. I'm bribing Trey to come on panel with me. She's going to come and get her eyelashes done so she can come on panel. And you guys can watch me do eyelashes one day. And then I can get critiqued by the, the beauty squad over there, right? The fucking Vogue magazine over there. Fuck. Yeah, BB, I hope you're feeling better. I'm still recovering myself over here. Scout, you can have any of my recipes that you want. I did 2 lives last week, you guys. I cooked sauce and I cooked meatballs. So you guys can go there and I give the recipes in the live. Oh, thank you, Amy. Likewise, my girlfriend. Thank you so much. You are beautiful as well. Thank you. I have fun when I do cooking. Yes, we did have fun. The kids got to have 2 days of skiing. We got rain. There was rain that came through, but we were able to get skiing in on Friday night and on Saturday morning. So it was good. I don't use any filters, Amy. In fact, I'm trying to find out. I don't even know how to do filters. That's the funny thing. Like, I have a ring light at work, like for when I try to take somewhat professional looking photos for like my Instagram or something like that, for work. But that's it. I mean, I don't use anything. It's just my lighting in my house or wherever. She's got a friggin' man's crotch hanging off of her fucking jaw, and she wants to make fun of me for promoting a face primer trick. Oh, you let me know which ones you want, Scout. You let me know which ones you want. Scout, you should do like a cooking live with me one day where you cook too, and you can cook with me. That'd be fun. You let me know which ones you want. I know Amy's skin is beautiful. It is. And you know what? I'm telling you, like, everyone's making fun of this primer trick that I did. It is not like a yeast infection fucking cream that you put on your face, for God's sakes. But everybody wants to run with it, and then you got Moneybags SG over there thinking that she's going to make fun of me and she's going to go on her community page and beg for money and this and that. It's like, you can go get a job as being a Walmart greeter for part-time just to get out of the house, just to make a little of that extra money. You know what I'm saying? Like, my God, I don't understand what is wrong with people. And I just have to get this off my chest here because I'm watching all these things happen. I'm watching people pick people apart that are just, I haven't said a fucking thing about anybody, not a fucking thing. And it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Oh, thank you, BB. Oh, thank you, Thursday. I do. You know what? I really do have fun with it because it's what we center ourselves around at my house is having family time, because so many families don't have family time anymore. And that was a big thing in my household growing up. It was a big thing even when I was in college, and all my girlfriends and I would do, we would have make our own little Thanksgiving dinners before we went home for the holidays or whatever. It was like a way that we kind of got together and have fun, It was what we did when we were on our trip this past weekend. It was me and my kids, my husband, my sister, my brother-in-law, and my mother came too. And it was just really good family memories that we're making, And we don't get to do it very much because we're very busy with the kids and it takes a lot of time away. But here's the other thing. I don't have the money. When I'm out of work, guys, I'm out of work. I own my own business. So I'm not making money, right? So I was out for almost a month, almost the entire month of February. I have been in bed or trying to go to the doctors or do this and do that. So I'm still trying to play catch up at work. I'm still trying to go into work, doing inventory, getting everything all set. And I worked today because I'm trying to play catch up with all my clients, which is fine. But I mean, I'm not on here going, I've been in bed with a respiratory infection. And, I had open heart surgery 12 years ago, and that really affects me. And I have become immunocompromised. And so therefore, if you find it in your heart to give me money on my Cash App, here's my Cash App. No, you don't see me doing that, right? I'm just going to suck it up, I guess. And then people want to make fun of me. Really? Oh my God. Oh my God, Lucy in the sky. No, she has a fucking man's groin hanging off of her jaw at this point. Hi, I'm about. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna catch up in the chat here. Give me 1 second. Oh, Janelle. Hi, honey. Sorry. Let me get back in the chat here. Hi, Carrie and B. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here, you guys. I'm having a moment, and it's okay. Cindy's allowed to have a moment. Oh my God, Cindy's having a moment. You can have filters, Trey. We will do a filter. You guys, I'm bribing Trey to come on panel one of these days. You know I'm gonna hold you to it, Trey. Oh my gosh. Right, exactly. Yes. I mean, listen, come on. Oh, I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry, guys. It wouldn't drive me nuts if people were asking for money if they didn't turn right around and start criticizing and going up one side of one person and down the other. It has become this competitive thing in the community I've seen where it's like, well, my illness is bigger than yours, so you can't get anything because you know what? You did this. And it's like the bipolarness, though, is like 1 minute, like as she's going at somebody, and the next minute she's like, oh, we have nothing but love for you over here. We really like you so much over here. The way you behave and when you tell somebody that you like them so much, that's your behavior. That's like insane to me. Absolutely insane. And that is such a manipulative. The funny thing, it's a manipulative behavior. It's a very manipulative behavior. Like Janelle, what she did to you this past weekend, I was listening to some of it. That was such a manipulation. Oh, I just want to say I didn't say I want to not apologize, and I want to let you know I didn't say this, and we've always liked you. No, you goddamn haven't. You've gone so hard at Janelle. Get out of here. Come on. No fucking way. I am feeling a little better. Thank you. Oh. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm coughing here. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and I got to get my thoughts together here. I'm sorry. Does anybody want to come up on panel and say hello? Oh, no problem, BB. You're driving. Be careful, okay? Janelle's going to go on a road trip, too. Does StreamYard have something to use filters? I don't even know if it does. I told you have to come on panel. Oh, you. Sorry, I'm following the chat here, guys. I'm just catching up. This is so ridiculous. Yeah, Thursday. I know. I wash my hands constantly. My hands are so dry, and I have to constantly put lotion on them because I'm always washing my hands. Like, but you don't see. I don't know. Oh, I know. Ugh. Yeah. No. Exactly. That's what happens. That's exactly what happens. Yes, Janelle is a sweet. Yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, Janelle and I have known each other for a while. Yes, Janelle is a sweetheart. Absolutely. I know. Janelle, you want to come up? You want to talk with me for a few minutes? Gary and B. Oh, Amy, that's okay, honey. You get your workout in. Good for you. That's the other thing. It's like I couldn't even go skiing this weekend because I'm still like I'm wheezing. I have an inhaler now from the doctor, a new inhaler. Oh, I gotta go have a chest x-ray done tomorrow before work. So, it's just crazy. Oh my goodness. You don't know you have no idea what to come on panel, Lucy? Oh, here, Janelle, you know what I'll do? Hold on 1 second. I'll do this real quick here. Hi. Oh my goodness. My chat's going so fast here. I gotta have to slow down. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. That's great that you like SG. And you know what? I always liked SG and I was always very kind to her, except she's not always kind to me. She makes up some foul shit about me, saying that I shouldn't. So you like SG? You like the fact that she makes comments about me saying I should not be a mother, I should not have my children, that I must be a drug addict and an alcoholic. Like, where'd you pull that from? Where? Because, oh, I spoke up and I spoke my mind. You like that about her? I mean, that's okay that you like her. I get that. But like, you got to remember too, like she says some real nasty, foul things about people. And she keeps going with it all the time. It doesn't stop. Janelle, hold on. Let me do this. I'm so glad you guys are here, by the way. Thank you very much. I'm so glad to see all you guys. I'm sorry, like I'm on a little bit of a roll here. Hold on. All right, Janelle, ready? Here we go. I just and it's like the entitlement, like, oh, I don't want to go and work. No, don't say you can't work because you're dealing with an illness, because you know what? Let me tell you something. If you can be online with the way that you're online, and I'm not talking about how long her streams are, but if you're online for the amount of time that you're on, let's say in a week's time frame, let's say you took half of that time, you go online and you go in, work someplace. How about this? You're asking for money to get your hair done. There's a lot of hairdressing places, a lot of salons out there that will hire people to be a receptionist or to help just kind of be an assistant in the salon, to sweep, to help clean, to do the laundry, like wash towels and whatever. They get services for free, pretty much. They a lot of times will pay people under the table, so then you don't even have to report it, because I know you're on some type of a fixed income because you're getting government money. So you could get your hair done, you could have social interaction, you could get some extra money, and you don't have to be online getting so negative all the time, because that's not doing anything for your health. You know what I mean? But yet you want to attack somebody who is a good mother, who is a good provider, who only goes live when she doesn't have her children, and can talk to you guys and share fun things that I do, like my cooking and my makeup tips and just chit-chatting and shooting the shit. But you want to make terrible, like, slanderous, like, accusations about me. Why? Because I pointed something out that's so fucking obvious. Hold on one second. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? It's good to hear that you're sounding better. I hear you still got a little cough, but
I yeah, I gotta go have another X-ray done tomorrow before work, but it's getting there. But it's it's hard. It makes me sad, because this is all residual of just all of the surgery I had, and bronchial infections, and having long COVID a couple years ago. But it is what it is. I'm not on here begging for money. I'm just trying to get it done.
yeah, right. Exactly.
I don't say it because I'm asking for money. I say it because I see the entitlement, and it's just like how she goes so harsh at people, how Sharon goes so harsh at people. And they're the two people that we've never seen work. We keep hearing about how she's worked for all this time, all her life, and she's entitled to that money but that doesn't give you an entitlement then to be mad at the world and to pick on everybody.
How is said person gonna have house cleaning jobs when she's back and forth from different states?
Oh, I didn't even hear that one. That's a new one.
Well, you didn't know that? Said person was saying for the longest that she cleaned houses.
Oh, like right now?
Well, I don't know about right this second, but that's why I'm saying, like, she mentioned it the other day, but that's why I was just like thinking about it. I'm like, how can you clean the houses when you're hours away?
You can't, and it's a lie. You can talk to who you want to talk to. The problem is that, like, it's hard when somebody is going hard at a lot of other people in her chats. And I've done the dance with her, unfortunately, a bunch of times, where I've tried so hard to be nice, and you can be nice and literally she'll like you 1 minute and the next minute she won't.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's
kind of like how she did to me. Like, she was trying to say, she wanted to say this and that to me. I've never hated you. We've never hated you. We've always liked you.
We've always liked you. We've always liked you over here. We've always liked you over here. We've always been kind to you over here.
Yeah, okay.
She said that about Luna, and then she goes hard at Luna, and then she does it again. And it's like it's a manipulation. It's like being in an abusive relationship. Like the dude punches you in the face, and then you run away, and they're like, "Oh no, I really didn't mean to do that. Please come back. Please come back. You know I really love you." And the second you come back, wham, they like get you again. It's like it's exactly indicative of that. It's the same behavior, you know.
Narcissistic gaslighting tactic.
Yes, it absolutely is. Yeah, no, I'm about listen, you're free to do what you want. I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying that if there's ever a time where my name gets brought up and she's going hard at me, if I would think that if somebody's in there that knows me and likes me and comes to my chats, and I've always had a good relationship with everybody. You take me for who I am, either you like me or you don't. I'm not going to cry about who's not here. I'm not going to cry about if I'm friends with somebody and then they're going to decide that they don't want to see my true value of my friendship. Like that's okay. Like people are going to come and go in our lives, and that's okay. And I'm not ever mad about things. I'm just like, I do my thing, but like I make a living doing what I do. And like, you got fucking man's crotch over there making fun of me, with her balls hanging off of her fucking face. It's like, really? Like you like this must be
balls. Apparently, balls out.
It's like hemorrhoids hanging off of that fucking thing. I mean, seriously, I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Well, nobody even really body shamed or look shamed her until
no, Lucy. Lucy, we're not saying Courtney is a narcissist. We're saying that SG is. No, we're not talking about. I'm not talking about Courtney. No.
Courtney.
Okay, no.
Yes.
Sorry, no. Thank you, Amy. No, I'm not. I'm not following the chat, you guys.
Girl. Courtney, my girl.
I love Courtney. Courtney's got a lot of energy. She's feisty, Yeah,
I love, and that's what's gonna help keep her on the right path is that you can tell she has that fire and that drive in her, and that's a lot of what is needed too.
It's being focused in a more positive direction. Like she's addressing the bullshit because you know what? Here's the thing. Also, I think in people's addictions, they never faced up to things or faced bullshit or never wanted to like stand up for themselves. So I think that that's also something that's very positive that she's doing,
Yeah.
I mean, Carrie Ann's laughing. You like that, Carrie Ann? I'm not one to ever, you never hear me picking on people, making fun of them. But you know what? Here's the thing. You want to come at me sideways? Girl, let's talk. Make a dentist appointment. Do a live from the dentist office and get your fucking grill fixed first. Okay. How about that? Get your grill fixed.
I didn't realize how bad it was on the backside. Like on the the
you
side
got insurance, you got that state aid. Go ahead. You got it in 2 places, I guess. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not following the chat here too much, guys. This is what's hard. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Guys, please make sure you hit the thumbs up and share this out if you can. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, dang it. I forgot to share it before I got on here.
That's right. Don't worry about it. Half the time I forget, too. That's why I love the reminders like that, because I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to do that.
Yeah, or I'll just, you get busy doing something, and then...
But it's like you and I were talking one day. It's like, we don't all have to talk all the time. We don't always have to always be over in each other's lives. You know what I'm saying? Like we can always support from a distance by replay watching, by hitting that thumbs up, by, you know what I mean? Like by commenting after the live. And like, I'm never mad. Like I'm never upset with people with much. And if I do get upset, then it's like a big thing. You know what I mean? I'm sorry if I missed anybody on the chat here. Hi to everybody.
No, and I totally agree with the, not being able to make it to chats. Because, for instance, me, for example, my body's on a schedule. So a lot of times it's hard for me to stay up late. So if someone does a late live stream, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to be asleep. But that's why, I try my best to be at everyone's and support everyone, but sometimes, life happens. I have my daughter with me. So
I get it. You never even have to explain that to me.
Or before I had my daughter in a job, I had all types of time on my hands where I could I could be on there all day if I wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not even picking at the fact that she goes live for like hours upon hours upon hours. Like, you notice a new pattern now. She'll be off YouTube for a couple days because that's where she's collecting all the content and she's pre-recording her commentary. And then she'll play it she'll go live late at night, and she's going to do commentary on her video that she already did commentary on. So she'll be off for like 2 or 3 days and not be on, because that's where she's collecting all of the stuff after she stirs the pot and stirs the shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look we have Secular in here too. Bag of chimps. Protect me from the mean girls.
Oh, gee.
Protect me. Oh no, I forgot to take the link off.
Nice. I thought I was a nice girl.
We are.
And I thought you apologize, Secular. What the F?
You fucking Secular, you want to come on panel? I forgot to take the link off.
The bipolar description for Secular, at least.
Oh my God, you guys are too much. Oh my God, he's backstage. He wants to come.
I'm just kidding.
What did I do? Hold on, I just did something.
I don't mind Secular as long as he doesn't talk badly about any of my.
You're gonna have to promise to behave. Here's the rules. Ready? You're gonna listen. You have to behave, and you don't have to talk shit. And then you can come up and chat with us. You want to come up? If you can follow those rules, then so be it. Can you do that? Okay. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right, here we go. Entering the building. It's like a
Ta-da!
Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
Good. What are you ladies gabbing and gossiping about?
You hear us. You know what we're doing.
You know.
I just got here.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I'm proud of you, Janelle. I'm proud of Janelle. You're getting out there doing some carpentry work. And
oh, I love it. I love that stuff too. I want to be in construction. Like, I think that's going to be my goal. Like, get my own construction business.
You should have you should get a contractor license. That's what you should do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you can hire everybody.
Ooh, I make so much money because like contractors make.
I made a birdhouse.
I'll be your interior designer, okay?
Okay. That would be badass.
I did my whole house. Yep.
I made a birdhouse when I was in the 5th grade. I was really proud of it.
I'm sure it was beautiful.
Yeah, well, but I'm not really I'm not a handyman though. I'm not good at doing stuff.
No, all the birdhouses for the houses
You can make birdhouses for the houses she redoes.
Yeah.
What do you do? Drywall, carpet. What do you do?
I can do drywall, carpet. I could do the tongue and groove wood flooring. I can do the tongue and groove shiplap. I've put wood logs on a wall before. That wasn't very fun because they're heavy, but it looked really badass. I have a picture of it. But quite a bit. I'm a quick learner. If I have someone show me something once, maybe twice, I'll pick up on it and I can do it myself.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm going through the chat. eBagger says, for $10 a month, we can protect you, bag of chimps. You want the extra protection, the extra security? That's going to be an upgrade. Upcharge.
No, that was me, right? That wrote that?
No, that was you. No, King of Chaos?
No, I wrote that. I'm bag of chimps. I wrote that.
No, I know you're bag of chimps. I knew as soon as you made a comment in my chat, I knew that was you.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but these girls were good, man. They really hate my guts. That's a little bit scary, to be honest with you.
What girls are you talking about?
Oh, I'm afraid to mention their names.
Oh,
I heard some of it this past weekend.
Huh?
It's that bad?
Yeah. One of them. I'm afraid to say their fucking names. They're gonna hunt me down and jump on me.
You better be careful, man. I was listening to that night. That was it was in the you were there. Well, you might have been sleeping, Janelle. It was in that 13-hour live. Yeah. I heard some of that. I was like, I had my earbud in, and everybody's sleeping at the lake house when we went skiing, and I'm like listening to it, and my eyes bulged. I'm like, what is going on? Oh my God. I was half asleep, and then I woke right back up. I was like, oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Yeah, you got some stuff going on.
I can give it to you. At least you can keep it secular.
At least I can what?
At least you can take the criticism and.
Oh, I got thick skin. I'm a free speech guy. I'm a lot more tolerant than those. Well, they were tolerant. I went to a Muslim. There's a guy named Ali Dawa in England, and they're talking about Ramadan, and they let me on the panel. And I said, "Yeah, brother, thanks for having me on." And I said, for Ramadan, I'm going to be reading "God Is Not Great: How Religion Poisons Everything" by Christopher Hitchens. I'm going to be reading "End of Faith" by Sam Harris. I'm going to be reading "American Atheist," the one with the picture of Muhammad on it, from the Charlie Hebdo magazine. And but I was able to debate them a little bit. We kind of got into a little debate, but they got really vocal. They kicked me off. They wouldn't let me finish what I had to say. But I can have an intelligent, articulate debate. I'm capable of that. But
yes,
that's actually pretty badass. They even allowed you to come on there like that, because most places, if they sense any effery, they'll get rid of you.
Secular. I went on as secular. They know what that means. But these guys practice the Sunni Salafist, the more orthodox version of Islam. A lot of Americans don't know the difference between them. But I'm from
I think anything orthodox is always a lot stricter. It's got a lot more. Yeah.
But they always bring up religious types. No offense to you, Janelle. I know you go to church, but I come from. My parents had a civil marriage. I don't have a religion. I was able to learn to think for myself. But a lot of times, I notice religious types always bring up Hitler, and they bring up Stalin and Pol Pot, and they act like without religion, we'd have. Germany was a Catholic country. Hitler signed a treaty with the Vatican, and Stalin, an atheistic Soviet Union. Stalin was actually studying to be a priest at one time, and the Orthodox Church never left his side. Millions of people got killed under Stalin. Stalin was an atheist, but what Stalin had made available to him when he came to power, he had a large population of credulous, poorly educated, superstitious people. Why were they that way? Because of the church. Because centuries of the Tsar, before Stalin, the Tsar was the head of the church, and people were killed. There were programs, centuries of religious warfare. I mean, they're in the Muslim world now. That Muslim brought up Stalin. They wouldn't let me get my point of what I had to say about it, but they always bring up Stalin and Hitler and Pol Pot. They bring up leaders that they say are atheists. People think if you don't have religion, people are going to go out raping and pillaging, and the opposite.
That's wait a minute, hold on. That's the Catholic people saying that.
Well, not Christians don't say it. The Christian church in the West has been reformed.
Well,
there have been major reform movements.
But think about what's happened in the Catholic Church in the West all these years.
Yeah, well, even as recently in the late 20th century, in Yugoslavia, in Rwanda, in Ireland, a lot of it's not just Muslims in the 20th century. A lot of Christian militias are committing atrocities against each other.
Well, you can disagree with Islam, and that's okay, but you can also there's a lot of things to appreciate, I think, about, and I don't want to get into too much religious politics here.
Okay.
But there's a lot of, in my opinion, okay, and I grew up in the church. I am spiritual. I believe in the power of prayer, and I don't do that because it's where I was brought up in. I believe it because of what's happened to me in my own life. So from my own things that have happened in my own life, I was brought up like that, but then I really felt it because I knew that it worked in my own life in times of very critical need, right? So I think that religion can serve a purpose, but it is at your own discretion. I don't like how it can dictate things. There's been so many things that have come up even recently with all the stuff going on in the Mormon church out west and all of the treacherous things that are happening to so many families and people that have gotten arrested for so many different things that are all part of either the Mormon church or deviations from the Mormon church, but that doesn't mean that all Mormons are bad, because I know people that are of the Mormon religion that came to the East Coast from the West Coast that were raised Mormon, and they're very good people. So like, it's all in how you take it in and how you go about your own life. I think that if it's having that, whatever it is, I don't ever push anything down anybody's throat, and I don't want that being pushed down my throat either. It goes both ways.
Right. Why? Right. Well, I believe there's a logical, rational, scientific explanation for everywhere all the time. And I think that a lot of the church and the mosque and the synagogue, the preachments that come out of it cause a lot of unnecessary shame and guilt for natural biological inclinations. Like with homosexuality, since I was a young boy, I believed, based on what I observed, based on what I've read, that it's innate, that like some women, not all women that are gay are masculine, but some women are attracted to other women and they're tomboyish because they have the brain of the opposite sex. We have a study for everything. We have a study, like the Muslims brought up incest, like, would you marry your mother? Like, and I said, well, that's it. Incest. But the point that he was trying to make was, we need rules. Religion gives us rules. Without religion, anything would go. But what I said is, incest is an issue for science. I said with incest, there's defects. I think our ancestors over hundreds of thousands of millions of years learned that incest wasn't good. They learned that throughout years of evolution.
Through genetics. I mean, you're going to procreate with someone who's that close in your DNA. You're not going to be able to do very well with that, because you're going to have a lot of children with a lot of issues. You know what I mean? So it just can't happen. Like, the science behind it, you just can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, from the science
on the soft white underbelly. They actually are inbred. They're like Appalachian.
Oh, I've never.
Yeah, I've seen that
one. I've never watched that one, but
it's not the
Whitakers. The Whitakers, right? Is it the Whitakers?
The Whitakers, yes. Okay. You're because I was like, I know
I've never watched it. I've never watched it, but like, I've seen it advertised on the it comes up in my feed every once in a while.
It's crazy that how messed up some of them are. Like, some of them are normal, but some of them are not at all normal. And some of them look normal, but they're not normal in their mind.
But right, exactly, correct. Yes. Well, that's even like when how do I want to say this? I want to say something, because that just put something in my mind when you were talking about how, like, when someone wants to use their race, their sex, their socioeconomic status, their religion, their what they identify as, or their background, as a reason that automatically they think that that's why they're getting persecuted, or that's why they're getting discriminated against. And I think that is the biggest cop out of anybody to have right from the get-go, unless something has continuously happened over many, like,
right.
Like, I hate how that's the go-to. I hate how that has become the go-to. Oh, because I am a white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed female, you want to treat me like this, and you're discriminating against me. Or because, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like I'm just using myself as an example, because I'm a white, blonde hair, blue eye, allegedly. so my birth certificate tells me. That's like, I hate that stuff. I hate that.
There's a scientific reason for why there's studies on why we have biases. Biases aren't necessarily a bad thing. They probably exist for a reason.
Bias is also difference. And it's great that
prejudice.
Right, but it can also mean differences too. Think about
Right.
it. So, like, you're different from me. Janelle's different from me, but she's not a bad person. You're not a bad person.
Right.
Like, but like having differences we learn from. It's not always a negative.
But you can
Right.
find people. You can find people in every community that are biased. There's a lot of people that don't like heterosexual white men,
There you
like
go.
me. I've been uncomfortable. Like
right.
I've encountered feminists like from of different races that are lesbian or heterosexual, and they hate men. They just don't like men, and that makes me uncomfortable. But they're really biased and totalitarian in their
Well, let me
belief
tell you.
system.
I was having this conversation with somebody not that long ago, and I'm going to tell you who the most oppressed group of people still to this day are.
White men, white
No,
heterosexual men. We're the most oppressed people.
Nope, let me finish. No. I think any female in this world, I don't care if you're white, you're black, you're purple polka dotted, okay? Females are still trying to establish themselves. And what I mean by that is now all of a sudden, because people want to identify as a female, everything that females have fought for, like in the athletic communities and all of that type of stuff, it goes by the wayside because now somebody wants to just identify as a female so they can compete in a female competitive female athletics, and they want to win something. And it's like they're not listening to anything that the females are saying like, I don't want this male in my locker room, and I don't feel uncomfortable with it. And you're not listening, and then automatically they're saying, well, you must need therapy, you must not understand, you must not. There's a whole thing with like Riley Gaines and the whole thing with like the swimming community. Like, there's just been so much of this, but like women are consistently having to fight over and over and over again. You look at the whole decision, and I'm not even going to get into it, but about Roe v. Wade got overturned. Why did it have to get overturned? If you need to have a medical procedure done, get it done. Why does everybody have to waste the time of the country and the money of the country to then get these things overturned? It doesn't, in my opinion, you believe what you believe. People can seek services for what they need to seek services for their medical needs. And then that's that. It doesn't need to be a Supreme Court decision in a big hullabaloo when it was already decided upon. It's a waste of money.
Right. Now, my thing with the whole that, because I'm like pro-choice, but only when it's not used as a form of birth control.
Correct. Absolutely.
Can I make a comment about that, ladies? I want to interject. I'm open. Yeah. I'm leaning towards pro-choice, but it's I think it's an issue for ethics and biology. It's another thing you don't need faith for. Faith is what can be asserted without evidence, can be dismissed without evidence. But imagine if say the 70 million abortions that took place in the last, assume 70 million abortions took place in the last 10 years. Where would all those 70, we're already overpopulated. Imagine you take every abortion that happened.
Correct.
Because think it didn't happen.
Let's flood the border. Let's do this. Like, we're going to lose space at some point, you know.
But with due respect, I can see the point of people that, and as I've gotten older, I can empathize with people I used to strongly, even religious people, where they're coming from. Like, I can empathize with people that are mad about it, like I've had a couple of girlfriends that were pregnant. I wanted the kid. They didn't want to keep the kid. I said, I'll, it's partly mine too. I said, I'll raise the kid.
Right.
I'll take care of the kid.
Right. But I mean, my thing is this, I don't go into it too much. The thing of it is this, and this is how I equate it. And I'm going to leave it at this. You go into the doctor's office, secular, right? You need to have a procedure done, and it could be any procedure, right? Okay, like they say, listen, sir, we have to put a stent in your heart because or for your heart or whatever the case might be, right? Anything. That's your personal business, right? So you don't need the government or anybody else that are protesters outside your doctor's office saying we are against this procedure because X, Y, and Z. They don't need to be in your business, and you don't need to display your business. It's for you and yourself to decide.
Well, but I don't have a problem with. But it's, freedom of assembly, free speech, as long as they're not right at the door threatening people if they're like across the street or something. But
no. Well, this was years back. But when I went and had one, they were literally near the door, and they one of them grabbed my arm and was like, "Don't do it. and it's like they were saying all types of crazy shit, and it did tug at my heartstrings, but I made that decision for a reason.
But here's the other thing: within communities that have access to medical care at some of like the Planned Parenthood organizations, right? People don't always just go there to have an abortion. They are going there because that is where they seek medical care, like for their yearly exams, because maybe they don't have insurance, right? Or they could get birth control at a lesser cost, or whatever the case is. Or there's counseling services there. There's a multitude of services that a Planned Parenthood offers other than that. They're assuming that the reason you're walking into that building is because that's what you're going to do. That's the worst part about it. It's like, some people are just seeking regular medical care because they don't maybe have a doctor, because at one time we didn't have the Care Act, Obamacare, so they needed to seek medical care at a lesser or no cost, and that's how they did that. Sorry, I'm coughing.
Okay. They offer a variety of services.
Yes. So just don't think that because someone's parking in that parking lot and walking into that building, that's what they're there for. They're there for a lot of different reasons other than that.
Right.
And if they're trying to seek medical care, don't make somebody feel uncomfortable that it's already a vulnerable thing. Like when females go in for that, especially when they're younger, it's a vulnerable place to be in. Like you got to spread your legs, you got to do this, you got to be in the room with strangers, you got these things on your feet. I mean, it's like all this stuff. It's like, it's very daunting for a female, even if they're younger or whatever, like they don't need to be bombarded in the parking lot, making themselves feel like it's wrong for them to go seek health care. That's what I'm trying to say.
Can I interject? I want to say something. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't mind getting examined by female nurses and female doctors. Mm-hmm. I had a procedure done once on my, I'm going to say what it was, but I kind of nipped myself shaving down there, and the two doctors were in there. There's a tiny blood clot on my balls, or what it was. But the two of the doctors, I had two male doctors. They're from another country, but the young, attractive blonde came in. She started to walk in, and they're like, no, don't come in. And I'm like, well, she can be in here. I mean, I'm not shy about that. I'm not private like a lot of people are about I'm an open book, but I always like getting examined by women when I'm in the doctor's office.
You know what?
I'd prefer a woman to be down there moving my stuff around, and I'm not trying to be funny.
Well, that's actually really funny.
I tried to, I'd rather be,
That should be the tagline for a doctor's office. I prefer a woman to be down there,
Yeah.
We offer a variety of doctors. But
I do get kind of a cheap thrill, like when they're but I'm going to go into detail. I don't want to ruin your life.
But here's the thing. A lot of times, and I think that this goes back to, again, this is my theory here. It can go back to childhood, right? So a boy, a mother is the nurturer. Historically, okay, we're talking historically here. The mother is known as the nurturer. The father was known as the provider, right? So when a boy or a girl, but it's like a boy like yourself, needed nurturing, the mother was the one to take care of you if you were sick or you weren't feeling well or you needed to talk about your feelings or whatever the case was. It wasn't so much the father. So that is indicative of, as the time goes on, that when you need to talk to somebody or you're in a little bit of a vulnerable state, like, you had something happen and it's nothing crazy, but you would be more comfortable because the female is known, right, quote unquote, as like the nurturer, basically, but it depends on everybody, because you could have Big Bertha, the nurse, come in, and she's like, and you're like traumatized for the rest of your life. You could have the sweetest, one of my doctors, I've had a lot of doctors over time. I've had men, I've had women. It's all in their demeanor to me. You know what I mean? So if you're
right, some of them are sadistic.
Yeah, like there's some nurses that I had when I was in the hospital. They were
Hey, can I make a comment? I just had a thought when you brought up men being the provider and women being the nurturer. I knew this girl, real young girl, 19 or 20. She was studying anthropology, evolutionary biology. I can't remember exactly what it was, but her dad had a degree in anthropology, and we were talking about different things related to biology and evolution. And she said one of the reasons that women, a lot of females more so, and men are too, but generally women are skittish about bugs and mice, is because women were, for hundreds of thousands of years, were the were the out hunting and gathering. And sometimes they had to watch out for the poisonous insects.
Right.
So they're hardwired for that.
Yep. No.
And there's a reason we have our tailbone. We still have something. I can't remember what it's called up by our ears. We have the webbing and our tonsils, spleens. We have organs that we generally don't use, and skin, excess skin, like between our fingers, it's left over from hundreds of thousands of years ago.
Because of the evolution, exactly.
Yeah, and we're like Americans are. And again, Janelle, I'm not trying to you find comfort in church, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is something out there that takes an interest in our life. I'm just saying, but I think a society would be better if we understood more, if we have more science.
Well, no,
I know religion and spirituality comforts a lot of people.
I think society would be better if we just empathize and sympathize a little more.
If we emphasize what? I didn't hear what.
If society, in my opinion, would be better if we were empathetic and sympathetic a little bit more. Or just listened a little bit more. And I want to listen to what Janelle has to say because I know she's been trying to talk.
Yeah, go ahead, Janelle. Janelle?
Janelle, where'd she go? She's like, I'm out.
Well, she's real mellow anyways.
No, I love her for that. Like, she's like so chill. Janelle, are you there?
Yeah. So what I was going to say is, so in my mind, I would rather believe in God and give my life to him than find out like that, say the end of time comes and I'm wrong. What do I have to lose? But if the end of time comes and I am right, and God does take us all to heaven or whatever, I don't.
Oh, you're cutting out, Janelle.
Yeah, I've heard that before. That's right.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a name for that. I think it's Occam's razor.
I'll never push religion down people's throats, so I just put it there. Someone wants to watch it, they can't. You can move along, because like I said, the way I was raised, religion was pushed down my throat.
You can't push
and I just don't believe it.
You can't push it. No, you can't in my opinion, I was raised in a church and religion. It was never pushed on my throat, and it was what I reached out for in times of need in my life, Yeah. And it never steered me wrong. But that's my own experience. But I would never say, you're going to come to my church and you're going to have the same exact experience. You're not, because you might. Exactly. I hope that you do, but I'm not going to say that you are. I'm not going to guarantee that for you. You just have to have. If you want to reach out and do that, then do it. If not, then no harm, no foul. In my opinion,
I know that my mom.
Yes, Linda.
She came. I had kind of my church for a potluck because they do like the vegan, and she's eating really good now because of vegetarian, the one where they don't eat dairy products. But anyways,
vegan.
The cancer she has, the diet is really good for that. Like.
Right.
It can actually cure autoimmune diseases like lupus and shit. But anyhow, my mom literally came there once and has everything they've been having ever since. So it's like she has very good.
So now you're cutting out, honey. I can't hear you. Can you guys hear her? Can you guys hear me?
No, she's been cutting out.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Sometimes it's you never know with my internet, so I never know.
Hey, Cindy, have you ever had Turkish delights before?
Turkish delights. Is that a
trick question?
No.
Are you good? Are you there?
Yeah, I want to hear what Janelle has to say.
I know. I want to hear what she has to say. Is it a kebab? Is it a kebab?
No, it's a candy.
Oh.
Yeah. See that?
Let me see.
It's got powder on it. It's kind of chewy. It has pistachio.
Oh, now does it have like a filling on the inside, or is it just like a marshmallowy thing, or?
Kind of, look. That's the inside.
Oh,
can
yeah.
you see it?
Okay. Yeah. Trey says it sounds perverted. I'm like, I don't know what I'm walking into. I don't know.
Well,
Turkish delight is like,
I didn't say afternoon delight. I said Turkish.
You never know. You could be Turkish and you want to give somebody delight. That's okay, It's like the Italian sausage, right? Oh, Janelle, we lost you. Come back. Come back. Come back. Well, anyways, no, Honda, I want to go back to what you were saying. You said something earlier and I highlighted in the chat. Here you go. Honda says, I'm not religious, but I think people should believe in whatever makes them a better person. 1,000%. 1,000%.
That's fair enough.
I like that. Listen,
as long as religious people aren't trying to legislate their beliefs.
That's what I'm trying. Well, okay, but here we go. Like they are, there's a whole thing.
Well, even like things like fish on Friday in public school, or halal meat or kosher meat. I'm not an expert on the church-state separation, or at the very least in America, we can challenge religious authority or religious intrusions into the government. Like some atheist groups contest the 10 Commandments being up in public,
right?
In courthouses or on courthouse lawns, and they've had them removed, and but they've had monuments, or if they couldn't get them,
yes,
they'd have a monument put up that says atheists believe that a hospital should be built instead of a church and that sort of thing. But
well, the other part is that people want to forget about history all of a sudden because of what maybe Columbus did or alleged to have done, or whatever the case might be. And the thing is that history is history for a reason. We learn from the past to grow better for the future,
Right.
And someone can be they can be respected to a degree for what they did at that time, but no one of any person is perfect, and some make more. You look at the government now, and there's probably more ridiculous BS, fallacy, underhanded crap going on than ever, or it's coming to light more now,
Right.
But again, I'm going back to even what I was saying in the beginning here, about how people are acting. I think eBeggars was saying it before, that about the entitlement, the behavior of people, whether it's just to get a rise and to get have a reason to go live and to have a chat. It's like, okay, if that's your cup of tea, then fine. I mean, I guess I could say to each his own, but it's like, don't in one breath say, don't come after me, don't harass me, don't slander me, don't, all these things that are not happening or whatever.
Right.
It's like, if you can't dish it, then if you can't take it, don't dish it, it's just real simplistic in my mind when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Right. If you want to have a mellow chat, that's,
but
drama
in one breath, in one breath, Sharon says, or said person, as they like to say, she likes to say, oh, I don't talk about people unless they're going at me.
Who said that?
That's not true. That's so far from the truth. It's like, you need to talk about people because that's your life, Oh, here's Janelle. Hold on.
Who are you talking about?
Is. You there?
Hi, Janelle.
Yeah, my service sucks. Give me one.
I want to hear what you had to say. Finish what you were saying.
I know. I want to hear what you have to do.
What your side of the story is.
Side of what story?
You said, okay, you were talking about, the last thing I heard before you broke up is you said, just as an extra insurance.
Oh, no, she dropped off again.
Oh, okay. I know what I want. Do you ever have trouble articulating what you want to say?
Sometimes.
But anyway, if you want to have a nice mellow chat, you have to have the right crowd or the right subject.
Well, you also have to facilitate, and this is where I am, in my realm here. I have people that come in that also understand that that's kind of what I do. I'm also somebody that will address things and point out things because I'm not a pushover, despite the blonde hair and the blue eyes, because that's a stereotype of, blondes and everything like that.
You don't look like a pushover to me. You look
but I think I think that when you are chill and you Janelle's very chill, but she also gives pushback. Okay, Janelle, no problem, honey. No, it's okay.
You're a Western woman. You're a woman in the 21st century America. You're
yeah, but it's and I'm glad. Can
I say something real quick? If you want a nice mellow chat, you just got to have the right subject, the right community. Yeah. If you go online and you chat with people from other countries, they tend to be more civil, more you're not going to have as much speech freedom with them, but generally, not always. But
right,
like I talk to people from the Middle East and the Philippines, are more chilled.
You always like to talk about how you like Filipino women and stuff like that. Like,
well, but they're just more not they. You can't say they, but as far as I'm talking about chatting, as far as chatting with people, having a conversation online. Going to a live or whatever, you get people, they're more, the conversation is more mature. It's more of an adult.
Well, that's kind of, we have a little bit of an adult room over here. I mean, we can have fun and we can
I'm not criticizing your
room. No, I know you're not. I don't take it as criticism. I'm just saying, like, we like to encompass a little bit of everything over here, I mean,
the cooking is nice. That's a nice.
Like I mean, everybody always likes when I talk about cooking, and I've been doing the shorts for a while, and they were like, oh, I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that I want to build on my channel that I've wanted to build on for a number of years. I mean, whether I'm going live from work occasionally, which I don't always do, because a lot of times that's like, I feel like it's an invasion of privacy because there's other people there getting like, services done, hair, makeup, whatever. And I like to have my own environment where I can create the nice environment to have, my lives and things like that. Thank you, Elliot. I know
some of the girls do their nails and they do their hair and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, we have, my salon. Oh God, it's fun. It's a shit show over there though. Sometimes because there's a dynamic of people over there. So depending on who's working on what day, there's a different dynamic. And I just stay in, like, again, like, it's kind of like YouTube. Like, I stay in my lane there. Like, my clients have been coming to me for years, and they will go wherever I am, no matter if I move my shop from one place to another, which is so fantastic. And I love what I do. And that's the thing. It's like, I'm so secure.
That's half the battle.
Mm-hmm. I love it. It's taken a long time to reestablish myself, in terms of like my career and everything. I'm glad you're here, Elliot. Thank you so much.
So how did you end up? Go ahead, honey. I'm interrupting.
No, I'm just saying hi to everybody. Hey, BB. Oh, thank you, BB.
So how did you end up? Who were you? Like, what channel did you discover before you ended up in
this area?
Yeah.
Well, this is the infinity over here. This is the infinity, the infinity world over here. How I got connected to everybody who was here. Let's see. I was I'm trying to think. I was part of Lego's channel in the very beginning.
Lego. Kensington.
Is it Surviving Kensington?
Yeah. I used to check. I used to talk.
He has a different name now. So yes.
Right.
Okay. Yes, Amy, you're right. People only follow hairdressers if they're good. Oh my God. Like, I am so lucky. I say it all the time. I am very lucky. Like, people say to me, well, we're very lucky too. Yes. So yeah, I was at Legos. And then the first time I was interviewed was on Bobbles years ago. She interviewed me because I found Bobbles through Lego. So I kind of like backdoored it into this crazy community in one way or another, So like, I was never part of like Tom Reed's or anything over there. So I just started meeting people like that way, through the different communities that way. But I mean, I was on YouTube. Like, I know Honda from an entirely different community. That was part of like it was like a New York, New Jersey, tri-state area type of community, right. So I knew a lot of other people that have become part of this community from over there. So I know people from different sectors, Yes, Honda, right? I know, my girl. That's my girl.
Oh, Amy's here. Hi, Amy.
Amy is listening. She's at the gym. She was talking earlier with us in the chat. Yes,
I like Amy.
I know.
Me and Amy are best buds. Me and Amy.
You are? Somehow I see a facetious smile over there.
I like Amy. I don't know if she probably doesn't like me. I like Amy. I like there's nobody that I hate.
Mm-hmm.
And there's everybody. If I ever offended anybody, or if I need to make an amend, I'll make an amend to somebody. I like to bust
Amy goes secular. Don't lie. You don't like me. Oh no, there's no domestics on Monday night in Cindy's channel. There's none.
I love you, Amy.
I
hate you. You don't hate me. I art you. Oh, you said I art.
No, I art you is Honda. I art you is Honda. That's her channel name now.
I've seen her around a few times. Must be art related. Is she an artist?
She likes to do artistic things, right, Honda?
That's good. You got to have art in your life.
Cute. She's so cute. I
You
love
need
her.
good. Do you ever go to art museums?
Oh God, yeah. I paint. My grandfather was a painter. I painted. Very artistic in my family. I love that kind of stuff. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Oh
Man.
I hope everybody's having a good Monday. Monday.
Yeah, it's pretty chill. It's a good Monday, you know.
I know mine's pretty well. Mine I worked today to play catch up because we went away for the weekend. We took the kids on a ski trip. So we
Really?
went away.
You got snow? You got snow where
No, we haven't. No, it's been we had one snowstorm, but that was it. But it was cold enough for the mountain to make snow. But we've had this plan since like November for the kids. So
good. That's good.
Yeah.
You get out in nature.
Neat. Yeah. Oh, listen, get outside, get some fresh air to get the endorphins going. It's awesome for the kids. Definitely.
Boy.
Uh-oh, Amy. Oh no, I don't want you guys having any problems. No.
What happened?
No, she's talking about I don't even know what happened. She says, I was nice to you until you spoke to my sis disgustingly and went on other chats talking shit about me telling people to form a group against me.
I wasn't serious about that. I was saying that to all the girls. I was going back and forth.
E-beggars. Oh, I don't want you guys having no.
I'll make it right to you, Amy. I'll send tell her to put her Cash App up. I'll send her some money so she'll like it.
Amy, put your Cash App up. Secular said she probably just wants to. I can't, wait a minute. eBay goes, I can't paint or draw to save my life. It always looks like a toddler did it, no matter how hard I try. That's funny. Oh my gosh. That's hysterical. That's funny. Oh yeah. She changed her name a while ago. I argue as Honda. Yeah, you guys are probably like wondering why I keep saying Honda and Honda's name is not there.
Have you met her in person?
I know, Amy. I know. What's up?
Met her in person?
Who, Honda?
Yeah.
No.
Have you ever met anybody on YouTube in person?
No, I don't think so.
Who would you most want to meet in the chosen one community?
Oh, I was gonna say where. I mean, I'm like, well, let me think. Like, there's a lot of people I would want to meet. There's some people that live fairly close, you know what I mean? Like Trey lives, actually it's funny, Trey and I grew up, we don't know each other, but like we grew up one town away from each other. We found that out just by talking to each other over all these years, you know what I mean? So, you know, she's from the same area literally the same area that I grew up in. And Hans and I have talked about when we go down to the Jersey Shore for vacation with the kids, you know, that she's welcome to come and meet up with us at any point in time. No, Amy says she doesn't need your money. And Trey says money can't, what does she say here? Hang on. She goes, money can't buy love. That's right. It can't. You can't buy love.
You can buy forgiveness though, right?
No, it can't. You can. How about apologies can also create forgiveness too? There's that.
What about roses? I could send a dozen roses.
There's that aspect too. You can apologize. I don't even know what happened there, and I don't want to even get into it. I mean, I feel bad.
Is romance dead? Is romance alive? And is it dead?
Trump goes, no one has enough money to sway Amy. That's great.
Amy's an alpha female. She's pretty tough.
I love Amy. Amy and I have the same birthday.
Yeah.
Amy and I have the actual same birthday. Right, Amy? We have the same birthday.
He's wrestled crocodiles and boxed with
She is a Capricorn by heart and by birth and everything. So she is true Capricorn fashion, and I respect that about her. Yes. Oh, Ebegs, that's right. You're in the area too. You want to do a Jersey Shore meetup? Absolutely.
What are people like in New Jersey?
What are
they
people like?
Friendly? Is it friendly and welcoming or hostile?
The Northeast
Depends
is
where you go.
You know, the Northeast is the Northeast is a funny place. And what I mean by that is sometimes we're misunderstood, right?
I see it as harsh, as like
well, that's the thing. Okay, so we're misunderstood. We're misunderstood. Yes, people can be harsh. People can tell it like it is. You know, there's a hustle and bustle about it. Like, you know, people move fast, they drive fast, they talk fast. Like everything has to happen fast in a lot of ways because you think about the adage of like New York City and Wall Street and all that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
New Jersey is definitely a mixed bag for sure. You know, and Connecticut is too, you know, like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. It's like, right. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Ebegs. Here we go. Ebegs. He says, it's harsh 100%, but it doesn't always equate to hostile. Correct.
Right.
We come off like that. And like, I never realized that until, I don't know.
Like, have you ever known a time where you live where like people would help other people that are stranded on the side of the road, or like if your neighbors locked themselves out at late at night and it was cold outside, would you say, hey, you know what? Crash on my couch till morning. Is there, I perceive the East Coast in particular, New York City, as being really cold and like you're on your own. If you fuck up, you're, you know.
No, but that's also kind of come up over time. It's evolved over time that way, unfortunately. You know what I mean? It never was always like that, you know? It's because people took advantage of people's kindness, I think, a lot of the times. Yeah, Trey, right? We're looked at like we are snotty and stuck up. Yeah. And we're not. It's just we're very firm in our beliefs. You know, I don't know how to say it. People say you talk fast, Amy. Yeah, you know what I say? If someone says I talk too fast, I tell them that they listen too slow. That's their problem. So there you go.
That's an East Coast thing.
That's not an East Coast thing. It is an East Coast thing.
You know who is like that? Well, Courtney's not like that, but you know who is. From Massachusetts, Chicopee,
Massachusetts. Yeah, we call them when they're driving my state. We call them mass holes. That's what they're called. You always know when you got a mass hole behind you.
Mass hole.
That's what we call them, mass holes, because they drive like jerks, like legit. Yes, Trey, right. Not all of Connecticut is wealthy, but they pretend like we are. They want.
Have you ever had a convertible with a woman driving that had a little dog on her lap?
I had a convert. I had my very first car. Let me tell you, was my very first car that I bought on my own when I was graduated from college and I was working, and I bought my condo, and I bought a Volkswagen Cabrio convertible. It was the last year that they made them, and I had a little Chihuahua, a little long-haired Chihuahua, and we would go driving in that thing, and we were the shit. Let me tell you, that was way back. Way back. And it was the best. It was the best. But yes, I know exactly who you're referring to, but that was me back in the day. You know? You Northerners, Trump says, you Northerners don't fall for bullshit, especially smooth talkers, right? Massholes are famous in New Jersey. Yep. Mm-hmm. Correct.
That's a good one, massholes.
Yeah. Masshole. You never heard of that? Oh my God. That's like, well,
I'm in Michigan. I'm not gonna.
Well, no, I know.
I've never been to Jersey. You don't really have that kind of accent. I hear it a little bit, but
mine's a little bit of a mixture because I grew up right outside New York City, but it's not like
I can hear East Coast in your voice.
Yeah. It's not as prominent as some, like, you know, you got to remember too, like there's a New York accent, there's a Massachusetts accent, there's a Rhode Island accent, and then like Connecticut is just kind of plopped in the middle of all of it. So depending on where you grow up, even though it's a small state, you get a lot of influence from whatever area you grew up in. Right. Oh, here we go. Okay, so Honda says, because she says Jersey streets are shit, and they're always working on the streets. Oh, the streets. You mean when you're driving, the potholes? Yeah. Well, we get hit with such weather here too that like our infrastructure takes a beating big time. Like our cars take a beating, our roads take a beating, our homes take a beating. Like everything takes such a beating because we get such extreme conditions of all different types here. You know what I mean? So it's not just warm weather. It's not just cold weather, you know?
Right.
So it's the best of both worlds if you like all the seasons, I guess, but it costs a ton of money just in the upkeep of everything, unfortunately, you know?
How are the taxes there?
They're horrific where I am, but that's Connecticut for you.
What's the economy like? Can you are you in Connecticut or Jersey?
Yeah. I'm in Connecticut, yeah.
I was thinking you were in Jersey for some reason.
No. Well, okay, so like the Northeast, everything is so close to each other. So I can legit be in New York in 45 minutes and I can be in Jersey in an hour and a half, if not.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's all very close. We're all very close. You know what I mean? So,
well, what's the economy like? Could a person that doesn't have a college degree make a good living?
1,000%, 1,000%. Because especially if you're good in a trade, you can definitely make a good living, because college got pushed for so long, because that was pushed because my generation, and even a little bit before mine and after mine, it was like, you're never going to amount to anything unless you have a 4-year degree or a 6-year degree or this and that and this and that, right? So now all the trades are so forgotten about that, like, but we need that. Like, we need plumbers, and we need electricians, and we need carpenters, and we need that shit. We need HVAC people, like, and let me tell you, you go into a trade and then you work your way up, and then you eventually start your own business. You're good. You know what I mean? Like, it's the way to go, in my opinion.
That's what you did. You were in a trade.
No, but it's not what I did at first. I did that later on in life. So I did my 4-year degree, and I worked corporate for a number of years in business development before I ever became a hairdresser. So I've done both.
Really? Do you empathize with the workers? How do you feel about labor unions?
I could go either way on them. Because like here in Connecticut, they have a teachers union, I don't know if the teachers union does a lot for the teachers. It does some stuff. I think that they're supposed to be there for a reason, but I think over time they've gotten taken advantage of, or they become corrupt because someone got themselves involved with it. And, it almost became like a racket, so to speak. That's my opinion of that, So what was once a really good thought and had a really good premise to it became corrupt because of a lot of the stuff that was going on.
Right.
But every state, I believe, is different in that regard. You know what I mean? Hold on. What am I doing here? Oh, hang on, Janelle. Hold on. Janelle wants the link. Hold on. I'm coming. Here we go.
Janelle, I hope I'm not interrupting ladies' night here.
Ladies' night? No, not at all. We're having a Monday.
You guys want to talk girl stuff?
We're not talking girl stuff, please. My gosh. Yes, Mass. You're right, Trumps. Mass has a few different accents. Right. Okay. So Aussie Amy says that she's all about unions. It gave us weekend pay, holiday pay, etc. See, different unions in different, I was going to say states, but also countries probably do different things.
Yeah, right on.
Sure. Honda says, let's talk menopause. You want to talk menopause with Honda? Honda, you have to come on panel for that then.
Yeah, teach me about menopause. I want to hear about it.
I don't know about menopause. I'm not there quite yet.
That's when you pause on men, when you stop. Yes, you get away from men for a while.
Yes, that's right.
You pause. That's menopause. Right. Get it?
That's funny. Here she is.
How do you feel about men? How do you are you angry at men? Do you like a certain type of men?
I'm not angry at men. I think that, hi girl.
Hello. Oh, and FYI, BFE means I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm out in the country.
Oh.
It actually stands for but fucking, I think.
Fuck Egypt, yep.
Yeah. That's where I'm at.
You're in Bumblefuck.
Yes.
Beggars wants to know, do all workers across all employment sectors have unions, or only like specific trades? Are you talking here? Or are you talking? Oh, you're talking Amy. Never mind. Okay. I didn't think you were talking about here. Honda, you're going to come up and talk about menopause?
Worker or people in the union, whatever is going on with the union, is that what y'all were talking about?
He was asking if I'm pro-union or if I like unions, and I don't really know because I'm not part of a union, but
I've never been in one, but I've known people that have worked in the unions. Yep. And I think they're actually good. I feel they protect workers way more than a regular job ever would.
I mean, they can. Elliot goes, when does menopause start?
Yeah. Well, their unions aren't beyond criticism. I can see. I used to be 100% pro-union. Now I'm I still am, but some of them are weak, and I can understand why. So I've worked in non-union and union, and I personally would prefer a union job, but I'm open to criticism of them. Like there's trade unions, professional
Correct.
unions,
Yes.
labor unions. So.
Oh, eBayers goes, thank you, Janelle. I couldn't figure it out. That's funny. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Honda says she was part of a union when she worked for the Turnpike. That's the Jersey Turnpike, for those of you guys that don't know, the NJP.
Oh.
The NJP, which has a big green sign if you're going to ever drive through the Northeast. And she said they definitely handled any issues. Okay. And then JetBlue says her daughter is in the sheet metal union. Oh, yep. And my mother was a school teacher, and she was part of the teachers union, which in this state, I don't know how much they've done for them. I have a tough, my uncle was part of the electrical company, and he was part of a union. He was big, staunch union person, big time. I think the premise behind it was good, but who was the Teamsters in New York City? Remember when they got involved with like the mafia and everything? Like that turned really corrupt over there.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, Detroit too. They started raiding the pension funds.
Well, there you go. Okay, so there you go. So the problem is this: when you can trust somebody, like to the degree where they're going to be involved with all of your retirement, like you said, your pension, your benefits and all that, that's putting trust in somebody to know vulnerable things about your life. And they got totally taken advantage of, I think, in a lot of ways, because people became emotionally vulnerable because they allowed them to know those things about their personal life, right? So anything that was ever done to be good has always, I think, in my opinion, gotten taken advantage of on the back end of things, like because someone's going to find the loophole to go in and take away from somebody, if that makes any sense. Yes, right. Jimmy Hoffa, that's what it was. Thank you, BB. Thank you. Yes, the Teamsters, Jimmy Hoffa. Yes. And then he got whacked, allegedly, supposedly. Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna mute. You guys hold on the chat for 1 second for me. I'm gonna mute because my husband just pulled in the driveway and the dogs are gonna go nuts. So just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yes.
Janelle, did you do a construction job today?
I did some cleanup.
Okay.
I have a video, or I gotta edit the video and I'll post it.
I'll make sure I look at it. My cousin was a laborer. He did labor work. I think he did cleanup and stuff.
This house is badass. It's like a $500,000 home.
One of those houses you were working on, I thought was yours.
Yeah, one of them. Mine is small and it's on a canal. And it's only one story.
I was driving.
I posted on my community. I'm putting like a tiny house on there as well. Like it's going to be like a tiny house / the back part of it will have like shed functions to store things in because I want to get rid of that other shed there. It's just ugly. We
can have a cookout when Courtney comes to visit.
Yeah.
Me, you, and I'm about, and Courtney and Swiss Miss can have a nice little cookout.
Yeah, we can go on the lake, go jet skiing and tubing, fishing.
Nice.
Gotta love lake life.
Yeah. You grew up around that stuff, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. That's why I can't leave Michigan, because I love the lake too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's other places that have lakes, but it's just something about Michigan.
Yeah, we're loaded with lakes. We have the biggest lakes in the world. 5: Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie.
Did you know that Lake Leelanau is 21 miles long?
Where's that at?
Like up north somewhere, like more towards it'd be like opposite of Detroit, up towards the Pinky.
Oh, yeah. I know that area. You're right about that. 21 miles long.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Even Houghton Lake, where I was up at, that's a pretty giant lake too, because when you're driving, you literally, the whole drive through town, like 10, 15 miles is like right by the lake. So that one's got to be up there pretty close with, or I think that's one of the biggest inland lakes in Michigan, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Because it's like smack dab in the middle of Michigan. Because isn't
Nice.
it an interesting fact that no matter where you're at in Michigan, you're always within like either it's 2 hours or less away from like one of the Great Lakes.
Yeah, that's right. Whether you're in the middle or the southern part, or
I thought that was pretty cool.
yeah, it's wild. It's great.
Info.
You got to know how to swim, though. You got to have to be a good swimmer or wear a life jacket. We got rivers to go rafting on.
Yes, I actually like rafting or kayaking.
You ever been to the Pacific or Atlantic Ocean?
I have not.
I've been to the Atlantic.
I want to go. I've never been to Florida,
Either have
California.
I think we're the only Michiganders that have never been to Florida. Everybody's been to Florida except us.
What's a Michigander?
My two youngest kids have been to Florida, and I haven't.
A Michigander is me and Janelle.
I know. I'm joking.
Michigander.
Sorry. So wait, I'm sorry, I missed you. You haven't been to. Neither of you guys have been to Florida.
Nope.
How about New York City?
Nope, never been to New York City.
Are you kidding?
I always wanted to go. I wanted to go to Times Square before it was cleaned up, and I wanted to go to Brooklyn, and I wanted to go where the Italian people lived. You ever been to Bensonhurst?
You want to go to Little Italy on Arthur Ave is what you want to go to.
In the Bronx. That's in the Bronx, right?
You want to go to the Bronx, exactly. Yep.
Oh, I was going to say
yes.
about New York. Where's Syracuse? Because I think that's
upstate
where
New York. That's upstate.
My second kid's dad was born in Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't remember why and how they moved to Michigan.
Oh,
I think it's like his mom's family lived here.
Mm.
And then when she split up with the dad, she moved back here or whatever.
E-Biggers goes, come to the Jersey Shore. Janelle, hook up with Cindy and let's get the bus rolling to this. Yeah, we should do an East Coast tour on the bus.
I want to go see Snooki.
We got to go have the E-Biggers did a drive one time when he went down to the Jersey Shore house. That was a great takeoff. That show was a great takeoff. They did well. They've done well.
Jim Ted Laundry.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I love that show.
Exactly, E-Bigs. Yes. He goes like this. He goes, this is true. New York City and New York State might as well be two different countries. 1,000% correct. Two different countries. Like, for real. You want to talk about it is. It's like Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse. Like, not even in the realm of of the city. It's totally different. Yes, I saw that. I saw your video when you did that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a condo that we go to every year on the Jersey Shore, which is awesome. And it's private beach. And it's like in this really not touristy area, but it's like you're right outside everything that you can get to. Jersey Shore.
You're loaded.
No, not it's not mine personally. My friend, it's the same place we go to every year. It's not mine. Oh my God, no. I wish. I pay enough in taxes here alone. Oh my God.
Taxes are unreal.
Well, the other thing is that I don't know how they do it there where you guys are. Like if you're on like your lake property here, if you live by the water, so you have a couple different extra taxes. You have a luxury tax, you have a waterfront tax. You probably have to pay flood insurance, also on top of your regular homeowner's insurance, hazard insurance, because when the storms come through, like when we get hurricanes and stuff, you get flooded all the time. So I had a beach house at one time, and I couldn't stay there or I couldn't live there with the kids, especially because we would get flooded so bad that like we couldn't get out or couldn't get in. Like I needed a rowboat legit to get down.
Luckily,
it was bad. Like the shoreline is getting really bad because it's eroding away. This global warming and the change in the atmosphere and everything that's happening is like affecting people that live in those beautiful areas. So it's awful.
That is sad.
Yep. You hear the dog drinking water behind me.
Yeah. Hey ladies, I gotta go. Have a nice chat.
All right, Zach. Thanks for coming up and being cordial. We appreciate it.
Yeah, always. Always. No, from now on.
Have a good night.
You too, ladies. Sweet dreams. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Sweet dreams. That was great. Oh my God. We totally got off topic here.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
Sometimes that's how that happens.
That does happen. That's okay. It's always a good time. As long as we have a good time, that's okay. Let's see here.
Did you hear the fun facts about there's this lake it's called Leelanau Lake in Michigan, and it's the longest lake in Michigan. It's 21 miles long.
Really?
Yeah, and it feeds into like one of the Great Lakes. Really? I don't know. I know there's 3 of them. I don't remember all the names of them. I just called them the Great Lakes.
The Great Lakes, yep.
How bad is that? I grew up here and I don't even remember which is which.
That's okay. That's all right. Let's see here. Sorry, my phone's ringing. Yes, you're right, eBay. Sorry, we're going back to the whole New York thing. Yes, they could not be more far apart in culture. New York State is like, it's likely a lot. He's saying it's likely similar to Michigan. Yeah, it's a different mentality in New York State. Like New York is a state, but that's the funny thing. People don't understand. Like when we say like the city, like here growing up, like we'd say we're going into the city now. We're going into the city. Like the city is New York. You know, it's funny how we refer to it. No, average property tax in many New Jersey counties is like 10,000 to 20,000 per year. No, and we get taxed on everything. In Connecticut, we get taxed on everything all the time, right? So it's like here's the thing: you go buy something, right? Like you go buy, I don't know. You get taxed one time. We get taxed on everything here, over and over and over again. Like I bought my car, but I paid it off, and I guess still pay tax on it every single year. Why? I don't know, because I do.
1 second.
And that's not every single state that's like that. It's only like Connecticut. A lot of states are like that, though. I think. It's like retirement accounts. You know what I mean? It's like you put money into a retirement account, and if you go to take it out before you get to be a certain age because you need to dip into it, you got to pay penalty, you got to pay taxes on it, and then you got to pay yourself back basically at the end of the day. But it really was just your money to begin with. It makes no sense. The city tax, if you work there, oh my God, there's just everything. And like when I worked before I was a hairdresser, when I worked in business development and sales, when we would get taxed in our checks, if we made commission on something, it was taxed at a higher amount than our regular pay was getting taxed. So like the incentive to get the job that was only paying you a very minimal amount with your college degree, like very minimal at that time, incentivized you by giving you a commission pay also. But then the commission pay was taxed so heavily, it was like, why is it even worth it at the end of the day? Unless you're making really good money.
How much is y'all's gas right now?
So my truck takes premium, unfortunately. So mine's like $4.25 a gallon right now.
That's that. I don't even know what premium.
I think that regular is down to around 320 is the average, I think, here right now.
Really? It's 347 here.
Depends on where you go. Yeah, so there's like $1 difference between premium and regular here. But it also, so Connecticut is funny like this. I can literally go one town over and it goes up 50 cents a gallon. because there is a huge thing in Connecticut right now with this whole gas tax thing that they're talking about, like in politics and everything like that. Yeah, about $3.45 a gallon for regular. Yeah, I think it's about. Yeah, it's a little bit less than that. It's been swinging, but like there's a whole thing. So there's this whole thing with gas tax in Connecticut. I was just listening to local public radio about it recently, and there's like a thing that we're paying still, but it's been done away with for a long time, but we're still paying this extra tax that the government had put on it for, I mean, you're talking like almost 7 or 10 years ago. So it's crazy. Yeah. But like no one knows about it because it's like one of those hidden things that in the law, but like they should just get rid of it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. With some kind of a protection thing, you know, I don't know.
That's like some of them old crazy laws, like you can't do this or that. Or what state is it? Maybe it's Michigan, where you can't cut your hair without your husband's permission.
Oh, wow.
It was like a law like passed, you know, probably way back.
Blue laws. That's what they call them, I think, right?
But basically, but it's still technically in the law books. So I just find it crazy. I was like, I'll be damned if I ask a man permission before I do anything with my hair.
that was like, there was one.
I'm not a feminist by any means, but I just don't like I don't let nobody tell me what to do.
Right. Well, listen.
Not no more.
Right.
Then they're done that.
Oh, girl. Look, that's right. I forgot, E-Bags. In New Jersey, you can't pump your own gas. It's illegal.
What?
You can't pump your own gas. They have gas station attendants at every single gas station, and they pump the gas for you, which is how it used to be. Yeah, I mean, it used to be like that everywhere. Like, and then they made it where
gas.
It's so funny because when Connecticut kind of changed over, my mother growing up and into her adulthood was always used to going to a gas station, even though they made it, some gas stations, they would pump it for you as a luxury and you paid maybe a little bit more and then others wouldn't. Yeah. When they did away with all that here, I don't think we ever have any gas station attendants now. But yeah, you get off the highway, like at any of the rest stops in Jersey, or you go to any of the local places, someone's got to do it for you. Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I forgot about that.
See, that's what, like, I find stuff like that interesting, like how each states have their own different sets of rules and regulations.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because like living so close to like New York and New Jersey, we vary widely in like our rules and laws. So like you have to remember though, because you're driving through these places all the time regularly, you know. It's just crazy. You there? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Are we losing you again?
And both of them, I might lose service for a second.
We're losing you. Hmm? Oh, Janelle, you're cutting out, honey. Can she hear me? Janelle. Oh, she lost us. We lost her. The horses have the right of way. Hang on. Horses have the right of way on New Jersey roads, but are banned from the from the fucking turnpike. That's great. Oh my God. That's great. That's fantastic. Oh my God. E-Bags, you should come up and chat for a minute. You want to come up and chat? We need to finish chatting. At least my internet's working tonight. Poor Janelle's is not. Guys, I'm so glad you guys are all here. I appreciate it. She fell victim to BFE. E-Beggars, come up and talk to me for a second, please. I want to chat with you for a second. I need your opinion because I value your opinion. Oh, let's see if we get Janelle back. E-Beggars, I still want you to come up. You there?
Yeah, sorry. Okay. I'm annoyed with this phone carriers because this was supposed to be better service.
Oh.
But I'm like running into way more dead zones than I ever had with my other phone.
Oh no.
So that's a little annoying.
Oh, Yes, eBags. Okay, he's gonna come up. eBaggers is gonna come up in like 10 minutes. He goes, as soon as my his AirPods charge. No, the AirPods stink when you go live.
I'm going to get me another custard from Culver's because it sounds
look
good.
at you. BB's still here. I love that BB's still here. You guys had an exciting weekend, I have to say. There was a lot of stuff going on.
My golly goodness. I know. Like I said, that was actually fun though, because like it was crazy.
I was listening to bits and pieces of it. Yeah, like I said, it was on for a while.
And then I ended up like I thought we were all getting off, so like I got off or whatever, and I ended up I ended up falling asleep, and then I got up and we were still on, so I'm like, hey, I'm back. Got my little power nap in.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. I know I was gonna go live that night, and I was like, I'm just gonna kind of listen to what's going on. But so recap real quick. When other said person two. I don't know. You can't even say that. It's like
I know.
Like what there was a premise behind an apology, I think, right? Or there was something like that, right?
Well, I had said that it was because like people kept saying like in the parody first said person did of me, she was talking about my boobs being different sizes, and I'm like, well, that's thanks to SG because she tried to say I had a boob job and they looked like one looked bigger than the other. But like I said, if you paid attention to the picture, you can see I was using my arms and squeezing them together. Like, like I said,
right.
kind of like how people learn certain angles that make them look better.
The whole thing was about an apology or about they always liked you or something like that, right? I mean, is that what it was?
Yeah. I have no idea what I thought it was to clear it up, but like I said, then it turned into her trying to go after BB talking about bobbles, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? She did it like twice because she had, I think, had left and I had thought of something else. And the one thing that I thought of before that I'm pissed that I did not ask her about was when she made the comment about sending those prawn pictures to my family kids and my kids or my daughter's school.
Wait, who sent those?
I forgot to ask about that.
Who sent them?
Said person too.
Oh, first said person did.
No, said
Yes, I got you. Yep.
Yeah. That's why I'm just like, I wish I would have been able to ask her. I wish that I would have been able to ask what the point of her even saying that was.
Right. Well,
I don't even know what the F, what did I even say for that, like that to be warranted? Because I've stopped calling her out her name.
So you're talking about said person here, right? But then, okay. Hang on, I'm reading the chat here. BBFC live stream on SG's was challenging to listen to because I saw all of the traps as she was setting up for BB. Correct. Well, there's always chemist. Hey. Hi, honey. How are you? I'm so glad to see you. I miss you too. How are you? Valdez. Oh my gosh, we're getting some people back in here. Oh.
Hey, Valdez.
Yeah, BB. Oh, BB got paid. Oh my God. I love that though. He was great.
What I missed, because there was a little bit I missed.
I missed a lot of it. Like I said, we were away, and like everybody had settled down that night, and I went on to listen, and I was like, "What in the world is going on?" So and then I caught some of it, and I'll fall asleep, and I fall asleep with like my earbud in. Then I woke up, and the next thing I know is one person went off a line, and then BB's on SG's panel. I'm like, what in the world is going on now? It like went to it automatically. Oh my gosh, it's not me. BB, yes. BB was amazing. It's not me, says BB. You're my fucking hero. Yes.
I think that's when BB realized that there's no reasoning with SG, unfortunately.
No. There's not. Oh, yes. She says thank you. Oh, yeah, chemist I am. I'm doing much better. Not 100%, but much better. Thank you. She yelled. She got a
Yeah.
little. That's okay. You put your foot down.
Yeah,
That's all
you
right.
got to. Hey, it's okay. I'll never live down looking at another person's name I won't mention. I'll never live that down. The one time that I got upset, but when people
It's okay.
don't listen to me.
Okay, how many times have you heard me?
And they like sit there and I feel like they're gaslighting and antagonizing me. Of course I'm gonna get pissed and blow up on you.
I mean, not for nothing, but like we're not pushovers and we're not.
No, just because I'm nice.
Thing. Right.
Take my kindness for weakness, please.
It's not me, says. I have never seen anyone put their foot up SG's ass like that. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, Valdez, I hope you're doing okay. Oh my goodness. BB is like getting medals around here and accolades. That's great. She had to go get stitches. That's great. Oh my God.
That's funny. The Lion's Den is actually a prawn store in my area. That's funny. It's named the Lion's Den.
I always say don't let the tiger out of the cage, because once you let the tiger out, forget about it. I don't claim any responsibility what happens after that.
Yeah.
You went into the Lion's Den. That's okay. You know, you want to think that like no.
Well, yeah, you want to help people, but
exactly, because that's the human nature part of our hearts and our brains and the way that we are.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What happened here? Chemist says, oh no.
I'm like, is that my dad?
What?
I think it is. Oh, my dad.
Oh, I thought he was in the chat. I was like, your dad's in the chat.
No, he's in the. I'm in the drive-thru at Culver's. I think he's ahead of me.
Yo, what's up? Pick up my tab, would you?
Right. It's my nephew ordering food.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Chemist says, Janelle, when are you going to realize? Oh, we weren't even talking about her. Are you going to realize that loser is using you for clout?
Oh, I just don't want to fight with people. That's all. I'm just trying to be cordial.
Oh, I didn't even know anything about that.
I don't talk. Oh, turn on my radio. I don't talk to a lot of people off YouTube. I really don't, but I don't have a problem with being cordial with people. And if they're talking bad about someone I F with, I'm not going to be around, obviously.
Hey, it's not me. How are you?
I'm just trying to be cordial. And like I said, I already have enough BS with said persons. It's like if I can downgrade and not have to if I can be cordial and nice with other people. Thank you for choosing Cover. Hang on. Can I get a medium chocolate concrete mixer with Oreo, strawberries?
I'm gonna mess up her order.
Marshmallow cream, and then whipped cream on top.
Some hot dogs.
And then can I get a cup of water with that?
Mustard.
That'll be it.
624.
Extra ice on the side.
It literally costs. This costs the same as my coffee. My coffee in the morning costs $6.24 too.
I don't even know what I'm like, all I think to myself is, welcome to Good Burger, man. Take your order.
I'm at Culver's getting custard.
I don't even know what that is. We don't have that here.
What? It's like the best.
What?
Like they have the best food, the best custard, because it's not ice cream, it's frozen custard.
Is it like a
so good?
Oh, it probably is like what we would be the equivalent of like a good like hot dog burger joint like down on the shore in the summer here, probably, where they do like milkshakes. They have everything. Like,
yeah, they got like all kinds of mix-ins. Obviously, like I get the weirdest mix-ins in mine. I love the marshmallow cream.
I wanted to mess up your order, but like get a couple hot dogs with some mustard in there, extra ice on the side. I don't even know.
And then I'm like,
what you're ordering.
I've been so thirsty lately. I need to start drinking more water. I've been really bad about it.
Drink the water. You better make sure.
I've been trying.
Oh
Well,
my
I
goodness.
noticed I just felt like more tired and sluggish lately.
Hmm.
And I'm wondering if it's like, I mean, I do work hard, but at the same token, I don't feel I should feel this tired.
Okay, Candace.
So
Well, how
I
old are
think I
you?
need to drink more water. 39.
Yeah.
I'll be the big 40 in August.
Ooh.
I'm gonna throw myself an over the hill party.
That's not over the hill. What are you talking about, over the hill?
I thought 40 was over the hill.
No, well, technically it was 50, but I don't even know if 50 is over the hill at this point. Right? Is 50 over the hill? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing. Like 40 is the new 30, 50 is the new 40. Unless you have a man's ball sack hanging off of your face, then you look like you're 80 and you're a Whitaker. Just saying.
Oh no, not a Whitaker.
Just saying. Like, you know what? Like, what is with that? Chemist will be here. We'll be here. Are you getting enough protein? Well, that's the thing. So I'll talk to you about it offline too. But
Oh yeah.
it can be protein. It can be iron. It can be And I noticed a big change.
The iron because I do not eat a lot of red meat.
There you go. That's why you changed your diet recently too a lot too, as well. So
I don't eat pork.
I don't eat. Well, no, but the red meat or the chicken is big. If you're not getting a protein source to supplement what you're eating,
chicken. I definitely
okay.
All
right.
Like, I don't know. I'm a weird eater, I guess.
Baby, I love her. She says, you ain't over the hill till you're dead. That's a true story. Well, that's over the hill and down under.
All right.
That's a true story right there. Right, honey? We're not old, right? We're not old. Mr. Infinity's here getting himself some water or some juice or whatever it is. I drink so much water, but no, it's more than that. But here's the other thing I'm going to say to you too. I remember myself like, I don't know, probably 37 or 38 is when I started feeling like changes in my own self, like energy level, all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? But I feel like that approaching 40, like you're changing, but it's not it's just different. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you're more tired. We were talking about that mushroom coffee too, as well. Like the stuff that I was, like there's just there's a lot of stuff out there, but like also too, there's a lot of stuff out there like that has a lot of like supplement, like meats have a lot of hormones. There's just so much,
I forgot my cup of water. I'm thirsty.
Side of ice, I said. Side of ice, please.
Right. I am thirsty.
Let's see here. What did I miss here?
I got the cotton.
Chemist. Oh. She says her oldest son was August 7th, and if he was still with us, he would be 42. Oh, Chemist. We love you, Chemist. I know. We love you, Chemist. Oh, hot dogs with mustard. Sorry. I want a hot dog well done with mustard and sauerkraut.
Oh shit! I forgot I have to do. Thank you for reminding me.
She needed sauerkraut on the side with her coffee.
It had nothing to do with hot dogs or mustard, but I forgot I have to pick up. I have to pick up some grout.
There you go.
And some sealant.
Some grout and some sealant. Okay, good for you.
Yeah, for the job tomorrow.
We're gonna start our own business. We're gonna have a bus. We're gonna go to we're not even going to the D anymore. She says, I take cranberry, coconut oil, and daily vitamins. Yes. Everybody has to do, you have to do it. Like you have to eat, there's collagen that like powder that you can mix in with your coffee.
Well, see, I need to take vitamins, but I always heard that like, oh shit. If the vitamins that okay, good thing I stopped. But the vitamins that you take, like, remember how I was talking a little bit about how the fish oil is bad because the chia seed, which also gives you the same omega acids, which flaxseed does as well, But remember how I was saying that something in the fish oil hardens your cells to where they can't receive the nutrition. So that's why you want to use flax or chia seed instead, because that will actually get it to where your cells are softened and they'll actually take in the good nutrition you're putting in your body.
Right. Okay. That's interesting. I know we were talking about this one day, me and you.
Yeah, that's where the lots of water comes from too.
Right. Well, yeah. Like I've always drank a ton of water my entire life. Velda says beans are good, and I think everybody's different too. Everybody's bodies will receive nutrition differently. Because obviously there's allergies. Obviously, I think even like your blood type and things like that can also play a part in things as well. Veda says beans are good protein. I don't eat much meat, so I need to supplement. Okay, that makes sense. Vitamin D and iron. Yep. Centrum Women's. I know I have the gummy ones, whatever they are. The kids have them too. Now we have to find the teen vitamins. Is like tough sometimes, but the kids always take a multivitamin. Someone's
There's this one brand at Walmart.
Is that you trying to come up? E-bags. Type in the chat and let me know if it's you.
Or is it some creeper?
I don't know. That's why I'm not letting them up until I know it's him. It says, beam me up, Scotty. I'm assuming it's him, but I just want to make sure. E-bags. Earth to e-bags.
Hopefully, if I end up losing service, I'll be back.
Okay.
I may go through a dead zone in a second.
Where? Oh, it was you. Well, then come back. Would you really? What are you doing? You dropped down. Oh, you had to probably drop down to type in the chat. Okay, come back up, Scotty. We're gonna beam you up. It's not secular. It's not secular. Secular was here before. It's not secular.
Well, I would always call him Scotty Too Hottie. Scotty Too Hottie.
Scotty Too Hottie. Yeah, we do a lot of seafood around here too. Eggs are good protein. All right, here we go. All right, don't prawn bomb me. Hello.
Why would I prawn bomb you?
I'm kidding. I wanted to make sure. It was you.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing. Everything. Where do you want to start? Where Sharon goes or where SG goes? Which one? Okay.
Oh, I don't even know how they do that. How do they prawn bomb? Or are they actually doing the act on their camera?
Correct.
Oh, yep. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not doing that. Not doing that.
He's not going to do the
face. Get a little roasted.
Oh wow! Now is that me breaking up, or is that you, Janelle?
She's getting choppy again. It's not me this time for once, right?
You got to get out of BFE. Get out of there.
Get out of the BFE.
Get out of the BFE.
What's going on?
Nothing. I'm going to the store real quick.
Chilling.
We're making Italian sausage, and I need peppers. I need my peppers.
You're making your own sausage?
No. Well, no. Store-bought sausage.
And peppers. I know.
I didn't know if you were being dirty there.
I'm just being a little facetious. That's all. You're Mr. Infinity's in the background listening to me going, now sausage and peppers.
Yeah,
like,
so I got.
You're gonna grind your own shit?
No, I'm not grinding the sausage.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Oh, BB goes. Oh yeah, Kevin Shaz. We want eBayers.
Oh wait,
no matter what you change your name to, it's like your eBayers. That's it.
Yeah, I don't care. It's fine.
The dark hole. The dark hole of the sausage.
Wait, I'm trying to figure out why can't I see the chat now? That's so weird. I saw it last time. Yeah, because I don't really use this that much. Let me see.
I hate doing it from my phone. I can't do anything from my phone.
Chat. Let me see if it works.
BB. I love you, BB. She's so great. BB, did you watch my cooking videos? My cooking lives? I know you were sick too. We've all been sick.
That is so weird. I can't see the chat for some reason.
You can't? Well,
no.
I'm pinning comments, so you can see it as I pin them. Oh
wait, now I can. Oh, I don't know what the hell. That's so weird.
I know.
Well, it's like the chat is under comments for whatever reason.
Yes, it is. It's under comments. Correct.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. Don't put it under the chat section. Put it under the comments.
Comment
right?
section in StreamYard, because in StreamYard it's under the comment section. Correct.
Right.
There you go. There you go.
Good
Kevin. Oh, so my whole thing started with this whole craziness that I've been hearing. And I'm like, oh, what is wrong with people?
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Can't prove
You
it.
did everything, and so did I. Whatever you didn't do, I probably did. So there you go. Bases are covered, right?
It wasn't me. Nobody saw me do it. You can't prove a thing.
Oh my God. I'm like, what is wrong? Like, you got legit man's ball sack on the face, making fun of somebody doing makeup commentary. Hold on, here's Janelle. Here we go. You there? Are you out of the BFE?
Don't forget the ass balls.
The ass balls. The Oh my God.
And I have a flat ass, so.
Oh yeah, that was funny too. The queen of flat bottoms
The
is
one that
yelling at
doesn't
you.
ever cam up is going to commentate on looks, right? Right? Okay.
Whatever.
No, it's not whatever though, because here's the thing. I had something to say about it today. You know, I got a little sidetracked here, but I had something to say about it.
I might cut in and out again.
That's
maybe.
Okay. That's okay. Into the BFE.
Well, I'm not.
E-Bakers is going to pick up peppers because he's making sausage and peppers tonight.
That sounds good. Well,
you're going to get the green, the red, the orange, and the yellow?
I always get the green, the red, the orange, and the yellow.
You got to get the variety pack. Exactly.
Got to get the variety pack. Got to do it.
You got to feel how firm they are because they can't be mushy.
No, it's got to be firm.
Because the green ones don't go bad as quickly as like the yellow or the orange ones do.
Yeah, the red, the orange, and the yellow always go soft quick.
Exactly, but those are the better.
That's what she said.
So much better. What? I think they're sweeter and they taste like if I eat them raw. I'll eat the red and the orange before I'll eat the green.
I don't like green at all.
The green is good. A little. You got to really make sure you saute it like way more than the others.
Yeah, it's
very acidic. It's harsh and acidic, but it's good. But get the small bag of all the little mini peppers. The red.
I already got them. I got.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, never mind. I don't got to tell you. I mean, because I only do cooking lives every once in a blue moon. You know?
I always have there's always a bag of the small ones.
Bag of the small ones.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Do you ever do like fried, like you ever do the Italian peppers just fried in the pan with a little oil, a little pepper, garlic, and finish it off with some Parmesan cheese?
Not by itself. No, usually, I mean, the only time I usually make peppers is in salads and with sausage.
Those are good. That's a good time too. You fry them up in the pan. I'll do that one day. And like, you just fry up the peppers, you know, like the Cubanellas or whatever. The Italian frying pepper or the little ones or whatever you got, you know, and you fry them up and you put a little black pepper, a little garlic powder, and then you finish it off with some grated Parmesan cheese.
Sounds good.
It's so good. It's really good. Kevin's.
BB's hilarious.
Wait, yeah, BB's gonna come on panel one of these days too. She goes, at least Janelle's butt doesn't look like it flaps in the wind. God, this is getting almost as good as our trip to the G chat.
I mean, come on, let's face it. Janelle's gorgeous. Cindy, you're gorgeous. For her to be mocking anybody is crazy. It's crazy.
Right, and I feel like when have I ever made fun of anyone's looks other than them attacking me for how long? Like, what the F?
No.
And I tried even having her back. That's what I guess makes me the most mad about it is I look like a fool because I was trying so hardcore to have her back, believing falsely all this shit.
There's nothing wrong with trying to make amends or trying to fix a relationship that you want to fix. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's actually, you know, perfectly normal and healthy, and people should do that. But some people just don't want to get past their own issues and they just can't do it. Like I don't think she's capable of having a real friendship with people. I just don't.
No.
And it's sad, but some people are just that way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm wondering if it's like years, because like I know in my active addiction, like other than like towards the end, I more like to be around people, but in the very beginning I was closed off. I literally would just live in my hotel room, make money, get high. That was like my repetitive process.
Oh, you mean when you were in your addiction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like all I cared about. It was just all about me, my high,
Yeah.
except like until you can like finally come to the realization in terms that you're the one who decided to pick up that drug in the first place and put it in your body. Nobody else placed it upon you.
Right.
You have to take accountability for your fucking shit, you know? Like, I don't know. Whenever I say that, I always get, you take accountability.
Well, it's like I was saying to you before, like even the criticism, like from SG's point of view of like, you know, she's a person who's going through health struggles. There's a lot of people going through health struggles or have gone through health struggles. Yeah. Right. And so yours is not any better or bigger or different. It is, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like health struggles are health struggles across the board when they're critical and they're however impacts that person's life is as critical as it is to that person, right? So there's no one to challenge, or no one should be challenging what someone else has gone through. All it should be is that they get past that hump in the road. Do you know what I mean? Or if they can, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like no matter what, it's like you're in a child's playground. It's like, well, no, my problem's bigger. Mine's more critical. Mine's more important. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's what you hear in your ear all the time. And that's not what it should be. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Cause like I was saying even before, like, you know, I don't criticize anybody for whatever they're trying to do in their channel, but I'm going to give you a perfect example. Okay. As she was live and she was talking about, I guess, was it Night Owl Hidden Blessings? I don't even know what she goes by name-wise anymore. About how she is still living in the home that was her childhood home, and she's struggling to keep up with the maintenance on it, right? And so it started out as a very good intended chat to say, let's try to help her raise some money because there's no resources there that could help her still be able to live there. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so it started out as that. Now, you can feel what you feel. You can say what you say. Like, everybody can have their opinions of who SG is, of who that other person is, whatever the case is. It started out as good intentions, right? And it very quickly turned the corner to picking on me, picking on this person, picking on that person. So anybody who might have even been listening that was newer to the channel to listen, it took a whole derailment turn, and it never went back to what her intentions were to be good about or have the good chat about that whole situation. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like you started out with such good intentions and you completely went sideways on one way and on the other because people derailed you because you wanted to start talking about me, about this person, about that person. And it's like, that's not what that was about. It should have been focused on that person's need and that person's need only. Right. And that's the problem. You know, like no one's going to take you seriously if you're trying to even help somebody that's a friend. If you start going off on this person and that person and forget it, 7 hours later, people are lost. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And particularly, I mean, like you just said, if the purpose of that stream was to get somebody else help that needs it, then that's what your stream's about. Focus there. I mean, that's it. Make the whole thing about that. And certainly don't inject negativity into it, because if your goal is to fundraise, you're absolutely going to go not get funds raised. I mean, that's just
right. Exactly. Like if the whole goal was to be positive and to raise money, and then it's like talking ish about another person. It's like someone would, even myself, I was listening. I'm like, oh, this sounds like, you know, pretty nice. And then it was like, oh, Cindy Infinity. Oh, what is she drinking again?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like, I love how that's the go-to when you're not a person in recovery because you didn't ever have any problems. Like,
well, the go-to for you is going to be that you have cocktails. For Bobbles, obviously that she's fat or whatever. You know, like there's certain go-tos that they're going to always constantly use.
That's what we laughed about when we did
like,
the whole.
It's boring. It's really boring.
Like the trip to the D. Bobbles, we got to get your wheelchair. We got to make sure we got a ramp. You know, like.
And I got to be honest with you, Bobbles, that rolls right off her. The fat jokes roll right off her.
I mean,
right off her.
It doesn't bother me because I'm like, I know who I am. Like, you know what? You can incite that I'm like a bad mother, that I shouldn't have my children. Why? Because I said something, I called you out on some crap that you put out there on the internet. Like, you know what? Suck it up, Buttercup. You know what? Come on. You got a bigger ball sack than that. Or Sharon does on her face, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus Christ, you know?
Yep.
I mean, whatever. I don't know.
I was really surprised. I was kind of surprised Net went on her 2.5 or 3 hour bender today, ripping on Bobbles again.
Oh, I didn't listen to any of that.
It was bad.
I think I had just seen your post about it, but I saw Cindy was going live, so I was gonna check it out afterwards.
Janelle, it was the most bizarre thing I ever watched. And mind you, this is Net who proclaimed at the beginning of that live stream that she is not talking about anything CWC. Yes, she is not a part of this community. She is leaving the CWC. She's leaving YouTube, but not right now. But definitely she's not going to talk about CWC. And then proceeds for 3 straight hours to talk about CWC. I mean, come on.
CWC community is what it is.
Oh my! It was the most insanely bizarre thing I've seen.
I don't watch. I can't. I got to put it on 2.0 warp speed.
Did you say that she even talked about me too? Me, Swift.
Well, anybody that is attached remotely or in any shape, way, or form to Munchie or myself or Bobbles or Tiffany M, you're part of the cabal. So
the what? The kebab? The cabal?
The cabal. 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 Cabal.
No, I was like the kebab. You're making the kebab tonight. I'm on cooking still. What the heck?
So yeah.
I'm probably effed then.
Yeah.
On the list.
It's just crazy. I feel bad because, like, if she honestly believes that, then I feel bad because I've never went after Net. So it's like, why do you think that? But
I know.
BB said they said you sound impaired. Who says you sound impaired? Impaired in what way?
Who? I'm impaired?
No. BB
I'm walking in the cold. That's what my problem is.
BB, we're all impaired. We all have problems. BB says they say I sound impaired. Oh, is that what that's your problem? Come on.
Who does?
BB.
BB says you sound impaired?
No, look at. I pinned your comment.
I think
what do people say about us? E-Bags.
I'm afraid to touch any. I'm afraid
where the Mrs. E-Bags is. You know.
Wait, BB, I'm pulling one of you. I don't want to touch any buttons because I'm afraid I'm going to get kicked out. So you're just going to have to read it to me so I can.
She says they say I sound impaired. Cindy, laugh out loud, because I was saying how they talk about me like this. They talk about Janelle like that.
Oh yeah.
So whatever. I guess they're saying that she sounds impaired.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Their opinions don't matter.
Who?
Any concerns about my recovery or sobriety, always feel free to come ask me, and I would respond to you in a calm manner like this. I wouldn't get all angry about it.
Exactly.
I'm one of those that can, because like I said, ask Swiss. Like, Swiss will come at me and ask me the hard shit. You get what I'm saying? And I don't get mad at her. It's like constructive criticism in a way, I guess.
100%.
It helps a lot.
And I do the same with Bobbles. Bobbles does it with me. We do that all the time.
E-Bags, you were spot on, because it was in my brain about the whole Wendy Williams thing. Like when you were saying about how the entitlement, like when I say about self-entitlement, bipolarness, it's like 1 minute, it's like, someone's so entitled. Like I am the queen of this YouTube. It's like, really? Really? Come on, really? No.
I wouldn't even
feel bad.
You love yourself that much? Okay, well, good for you. I'm so glad. Go. Okay.
I wouldn't want to be queen of the YouTubes, at least not this community.
No, you understand what I'm saying though, like the way that the attitude comes out, Yeah. And BB goes, I got to be drunk to go on SGs. She comes on. She goes, I'm not going to lie. I had a couple cocktails tonight.
BB, you're a pip. You're funny.
And that's okay. You know what I mean? It's like, like we're not a recovery channel. It's okay. We are allowed to have some cheers and salutes over here every once in a while.
Absolutely,
okay?
especially on a weekend, right?
Cheating on, I mean, hey, I am not I am not a prejudiced person in that regard, you know?
Yeah, I don't like alcohol myself, but that's why it
No,
doesn't
but
bother
like,
me
here's
when
the thing.
others drink.
I don't like
I
pot, but I
have
don't
an issue.
criticize you for smoking it. It's just not my thing. I
Right,
love the smell of it, but
right.
it's just not my thing. It's just
Yeah.
good, you know?
And you're allowed to drink, Janelle. Janelle, you're 21 and over. You're allowed to drink. You're an adult. You can make
No.
free,
She
choices
has
on your own.
I know.
I
She has
like the
free what?
recovery time.
You have
Yeah,
free will? You
I
have free
have
will?
like one little wine cooler, and I'm like feeling like
Woo!
I have
She's like
that I
BB was the other night.
Oh, and
you
let's set
can
the record straight on this because I know that Sharon has mentioned this like several times in the last like couple weeks. I've never said I'm against her smoking weed. I've never said that. Not once, not ever. What I said was I think if she's newly in sobriety, she should have that medically supervised so that she's not self-medicating like in a weird way that is not
Supplementing
good.
one for the other. Right.
Exactly. That's what I
Yeah.
said. That's all I
right.
said.
I
Well,
had commented on that post, I believe, is that I feel it's a correct assessment because I didn't do anything for the first 3 months ish because I wanted that medication to be fully in my system to
Right.
see how it was going to affect me before I introduced other
Sure.
substances.
And that's smart. You can do that too. I mean, there's ways to go about it. And if that's one way that works for you, okay, that's great. That works.
BB says I'm not impaired, and if I was, I could pay to fix it. I love
And we
it.
do all I like the saying too that we do all recovery different, but there's gonna be similarities in recovery that everyone has, if you get what I mean.
Mhm.
Like,
Absolutely.
yes, everyone recovers differently, but there's gonna be similarities in the way people act, think.
Mm.
You know,
99 like 99.9% of people freshly in recovery who, even if they're just taking Suboxone or whatever, they are not going to be wired out of their minds on live streams. I don't think
no,
so in the first 3 months.
no. Like I said, I was still sick in the first like
You're probably
month
not
or
gonna have
two.
face balls either, right? Sorry.
Felt like crap. I didn't want. There's no way. I didn't want to do my makeup. I would have never gotten on no live stream. Like no, because like I know what's her name, the one that went away and then came back all of a sudden.
Which one?
She was right. The one that says I'm sitting on a pedestal all the time. But it's damn it. She said something that was. I was just like thinking, like shaking my head at. Oh, the part where they were trying, I wanted to clear this part up. She made it sound like, because when we started talking again, she brought up those things that I had already deaded a long time ago. Okay. She brought up those things. I said, let's not go there, Tiffany, because I just wanted her to be honest. It wasn't even about the things, it was the fact that you kept saying, I'm doing this at this time, but then it happened like 10 times and it never, you get what I mean? It's the point, the principle of you can so easily lie to me was what was worrisome to me.
Oh, you're talking about TH.
Yeah. I could give an F less about the things, like for F's sake.
Why is she relevant now, though?
Because she's licking Sharon's or said person's
her face balls. She's licking Sharon's face balls. Okay, sorry. Really? Because I don't watch any of that. I don't. Oh, that's right. Because it's not relevant.
She went on. She had TH call in.
Who?
And like just the way Sharon did, she had TH call in, and frickin' she like Sharon asked her, she was like, was there a second time that it was brought up? And all TH is gonna say, yep. And it's just like, really? But you don't say, oh, but she said, no, I'm good. Like, you couldn't at least include that. That right there told me that TH is literally just over there for her own selfish reasons because she's mad at me. And I think she's mad about other things, about people becoming friends. And I feel like she's hate bonding.
I feel like no one's my friend.
Like
Well,
you're,
no.
didn't you do a hate bonding video, e-beggars?
Yeah, they're hate bonding big time.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was perfect. Like when I saw that or whatever, because I was already thinking that. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
So it happens slower over on that channel, and it happens a lot more rapidly and quickly on the other channel that I'm talking about today. So like with Sharon's, it's like, oh, well, this person isn't talking to me anymore, and this person isn't talking to me anymore, and this person wants to come back into the community. So I'm going to now go to the person that wants me to talk to them or would like me to talk to them or whatever the case is, because that's the only person that's going to accept me, right? And then you have the other one that says, we always liked you over here. And the second they pull you in, it's like I said, the abusive boyfriend. They pop you in the face. They tell you, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I will never do it again. I love you. I love you. I love you. And the second you go back, you're a glutton for punishment and you get popped in the face again.
Yep.
Nice try.
It's,
That'd be a triple. Like I said,
wait. What did you say? When Sharon opens her wait, hang on. I need my glasses now. When Sharon opens her Sharon's Speedy Detox, she's going to show you all how to overcome. I can't even. A 30-year addiction in 2 weeks and have no side effects. Right.
Because I'm telling you, like
it's not laughable. It just stop being an asshole.
The Suboxone totally helps with the cravings, but you have to like take it properly and take it for a period of time. It's not just gonna magically work overnight. Or even within a few weeks. Like I said, I feel it took me like 3 to 4 months before I even felt like half alive again.
Yeah, most people takes at least 4 to 6 weeks, at minimum.
I mean, and BB says normal adults can disagree and still be friends. They can't handle it. Yep, I see it. Yep, disagreeing.
Because that's what I found out is like the older I got, the harder the detoxes were, and then when it was just pure, because like the very last time I went to rehab, I dropped for opiates, morphine, and something, or Fetty. And then, because they were all like shocked and amazed, they're like, everyone's only been dropping for Fetty. And like, I was the first person they had that actually had some type of opiates in their system too. But when I went the last time, it was straight fentanyl, nothing else.
Yeah.
And that's when I was.
This whole.
It takes so much longer to get out of your system. And I don't know.
Lucky that it gets out of your system before it kills you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it just messes with your body and your brain more. But even coming off the H, like, I don't know. It was just totally different and felt worse. At least for me.
I know. I mean, it's the.
And no eating, drinking, or sleeping. Like, if I ever saw someone, like, say if I was in jail and I was detoxing so bad, like restless legs, if there was someone else in there that was supposedly detoxing, but they were fast asleep, I would probably beat their ass.
Yeah.
Right. But then the one time you get a little loud with somebody and then they keep calling that out on you, I'm like, you've never once been like that until somebody really pushes you. Everybody gets like that. And now that's all that person wants to like say all the time, right?
Right.
I mean, now in fairness, I mean, she did exhibit signs like of outward aggression and hostility when she didn't have her weed supply. So there's a chance that no, not Janelle.
Oh, I'm talking about Janelle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was probably thinking of. Sorry, I'll withhold that comment then. Wait, go ahead, finish.
That's funny. It's okay. It's so funny.
Sorry about that. Janelle was telling her story. I'm like, that sounds like what was Sharon. Like, never mind. Sorry.
Okay. That's all right. That's okay.
I was just gonna say though, what Sharon was saying.
Keeps getting called out on the one time. I mean, literally, Janelle. How long have I known you? Like a couple years. A year?
Yeah, it's been over a year. Yeah,
over a year. Okay, over a year. And I've never known her to get out of pocket ever, right? Like, and I'm like, like e-bags, like we're like Northerners, like, we're just like Northeastern people. Like we get feisty, we get passionate, we get loud, you know what I mean? Like we get excited. And like Janelle's always just like, no matter what happening, she's like, yeah. I'm like, I really need some of that in me right now. Like I really need some of that
like
Janelle in my blood. I
chill.
need to calm down like at my everyday life. Like I need that, And she's always so chill. And the one time she gets a little out of pocket, I'm like, yes, this is my girl. She's getting out of the cage. She's going to go for it. And she literally like said what was on her mind. And then that was it. And then it calmed down again. It was like a balloon. You blew it up and it went back down, deflated. And then since then, that's what all JWJ wants to say about her. Oh my God, you saw the real her when she came at me. So
and that I'm supposedly mad that she's got what's the thing and I don't, and I'm like, I don't even know nothing to do with this dude. Like, if I really did, don't you think I would have tried to hit him up and make amends by now? If that was really the case. Because usually when a girl cares about a dude, they don't just let it go. They'll try to like hit them up, text them. You get what I mean? Like if it was really like a crush, super, like I wanted him like that. Because believe me, I have a dude that I know.
Everything would have been taken care of. It's not like
I literally get like that with
you. I know.
Randomly text him and shit, and like I said, I just don't have that feeling with him. I just don't want anything to do with him. Whatever it is.
People get big. Okay, so I learned this in life too. People can get really big mad at you when they're gonna leave you, and you don't fight to keep them in your life. Like when you walk away very easily and just say, okay, it's all right. At the end of the day, it's okay. They get even more mad about that. They're like, wait, you're not going to fight for me to be here? Like you're for you to be in my, or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, that's definitely got me. Well, depending on the situation.
I never thought about it that way. But like when someone says, yo, I don't want to be with you. And I'm like, yep, peace. It's like, wait, what? Like people go, I thought I was going to make you want to be a part of my lifestyle. No, not always. Not always.
Exactly.
E-baggers, are you getting those peppers? Mrs.
I'm waiting.
She's waiting for those peppers.
I've been walking around the store. I got to go in actually.
You got to walk around the store. How many of them did you get?
I didn't get them yet. I got to walk in and get them.
No, you got to walk in now. You want to go live? You're going to go live? You should take us
live.
You should take us into the store and have us in your earbud because I'm going to tell you to get a bunch of other things that you're going to walk to the checkout counter with.
Yeah, that's not going to go over good.
Like, I need a 6-pack of this.
Yeah, why do you have all this? I don't know.
And you go home and Mrs. E-Bags is like, why'd you get all this stuff? Well,
Cindy said so.
You were in my ear telling me to get all these things, weren't you?
All right, seriously, I will jump down. I'll come back on if you guys are up still.
All right, sounds good, honey. Thank you.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. That's like when Janelle was ordering coffee earlier. I'm like in her ear.
My coffee.
Your coffee. How's it spelled? CAWFEE. Coffee talk.
Isn't there a show called Coffee Talk with somebody?
No, it's just on SNL.
Isn't there a true crime coffee thing?
Oh, I don't know. Is there? Maybe.
I forget what her name is.
There was
it's
a coffee
true
talk
crime.
On SNL.
It's like true crime and coffee with some chick. I forget her name right now.
I don't know.
I used to watch her all the time. And that she kind of reminds me of 10 to Life, Annie Elise. Like
I love her.
Yep, me too. Like in this chick. Oh, Stephanie Harlow. Her name is Stephanie Harlow.
Okay.
But she does like the same type thing, like where she, just goes into the stories and the
Mm.
true crime stuff. And like she'll show pictures or videos if she has them, that type of stuff. But she's a good like storyteller, I guess, in a sense. Like,
Mhm.
because you know how some people are just like a little drab, maybe. Like some people know how to like hold your attention.
Right.
And I feel like she's like Annie Elise in that aspect where she holds my attention with stuff.
Yeah.
There was this other one I used to like too. I want to say he was like a dude from a different country. And like he did true crime and like sometimes like weird, crazy stories.
There's a lot.
And he
There's
has
so
like,
much in true crime.
I
I have so
know,
many.
but he has like a crap ton of followers. But like I said, I always draw a blank on the channel name. I know he, like I said, he's from another country. He's probably, I know he wears glasses, has lighter colored hair. He's a thinner guy, no facial hair.
I'm trying to remember. Juan Valdez. Oh, Mr. Infinity says Juan Valdez. He's in the background now. Juan Valdez. That's a coffee guy. That's a coffee commercial.
Say true crime and coffee.
Is it Juan Valdez? He's like, I'm listening.
Oh, I figured it out. It's called That Chapter. That Chapter. I don't know how I got it from that.
Right now, he thinks he's sitting here and he thinks he's got this. That's hysterical. Oh my god, honey, I love you. Yeah, you too. You too. That's what he says to me. Whenever I say I love you, he goes, "You too." Oh my god. Oh, so wait. Back to my original question. Here we go. Did SG apologize to you or no?
Who? SG?
SG.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, she
I
did.
think oh, did she?
Well, no. Mm-mm. She said she
I
never.
couldn't tell.
You were very quiet. You were very quiet, and I was like, "Good for her."
Well, I mean, it's either be quiet or
No, you have to
have
wait
someone
for.
else running around like other person saying I'm a big meanie that
So, like,
threatens physical violence.
The only time I've ever gone given backlash to her is when she goes at people that I know and I love, and
Right.
so like the whole thing with court, and then and then she wants to. That's what I mean by the bipolarness. It's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole thing, and she's like, "Oh, we."
How is nothing ever her fault though? That's what I want to know. That's another person. It's like nothing is ever their fault.
That's a great question. I mean, I'm not even talking about blame. I'm just saying there's no reason to have to come onto a panel and say you apologize, because in the next breath it'll get taken away.
Yeah.
Because that's indicative of her behavior.
Well, and then it's like she acts like, because when she would say, "We don't even hate you. I don't hate you," it's like, I don't hate anyone, honestly, either. Like, even the people that I just can't stand them, but I don't hate anyone because hate only hurts you, not them. I ain't harboring no anger, hate in my heart.
No.
Nope.
No, neither am I.
Especially not for none of them people. They ain't worth it. I wish you could have one of these Culver's custards. They're so good.
You want to put some adult beverages in that?
I can't believe that you don't have a Culver's there. That's sad.
No, we don't have a Culver's. I don't even know what the equivalent.
It started out in Wisconsin, I think, because they have
the equivalent of Culver's. would even be on the East Coast. E-Baggers would probably be a better
I know
one to
Steak
know.
and Shake is kind of similar.
Wait. Hold on. What?
Kind of. Steak and Shake's, well, I lied. Maybe not. Because Culver's serves a variety of stuff. Steak and Shake doesn't. But Steak and Shake has Nutella shakes.
What's Steak and Shake?
It's like a
Are they commercial places?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Steak and Shake is like they do steak burgers as their specialty, and then obviously shakes. Oh, they have the best shakes, and they have so many different varieties.
Wait, Trumps, I'm trying to follow what you're saying here. I'm so sorry. Who had I'm trying to follow. Endocarditis ended up getting a blood infection, which in turn caused her to have a stroke. Oh my Lord. Wait. Ended up with heart surgery, and blood clots landed in her hand, so she had to have 4 fingers amputated and clot. What? Hold on, guys. I'm not following this. Hold on. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Trumps. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I'm reading the chat, but I'm not following everything. I'm sorry. Please don't think I'm ignoring you.
And see, the shot, Trumps, I think that could work for me too, because I legitimately wanted to quit. Like, it was different this time. It was different because, like, they always would say that, oh, you'll know when you're ready because you'll just do it. And, like, when I was in, like, active addiction and not ready, I would think, yeah, right, that ain't never going to happen. And then you end up reaching rock bottom or something happens and something clicks, like, I can't live like this anymore. Not only that, like, BB had said, the shit out here ain't even real or good shit. Like, not that
we've had this conversation with our kids. We're like, listen, we know you guys are teenagers, and we're like, listen, just don't. This is how we talk in the Northeast. We always say, listen, escucha, shut your fucking mouth too. Like listen with your ears and shut with your mouth. Don't ever touch anything a friend gives you.
Yeah.
This is hard for us because we grew up in an era where people dabbled, and we were not like prudes when it comes to like knowing what the kids are going to do,
Right.
But I'm like, no, you can't do that now. You can't. You can't.
Nope. Because that you could do the one time, and it's that one time
most
it could have
kids,
Betty in
they've ordered something on the black market or through WhatsApp or whatever. It is a press pill, and who knows what it has in it,
Yeah. That's just
That's
scary.
really like that, And I said, even now, even having an Narcan with you, that's not going to reverse the effects of everything.
You're absolutely right, because I don't think it works on Trank.
It doesn't. It does not. It does not at all. Nope.
I don't even know what would work on Trank, because it's a sedative.
Nothing right now.
Well, and that's why people always wondered, like, why the people stand up. It's because that horse tranquilizer is made for the horses to be sedated, but yet still be able to stand for surgery.
Right.
So that's why the people stand and don't fall down.
Yeah, they're hunched over.
That's how you know that you got shit with Trank in it.
Correct.
If you were on other shit, you would be falling down.
No, it works with the fentanyl. And everybody says, like, when the dope turned over to Fetty and Trank, it's like they don't even like it.
No, that's why I said when I started getting just straight Fetty, it made me feel fucked up and not in a good way. Like I didn't like
Right.
it. It was a fucked up feeling, and like I said, I think that was another factor in it too, is because I knew I'm like, this is not like fun anymore. It's not what it, nothing lasts forever.
Nope. Unfortunately, no.
Well, I'm kind of glad, I guess, though, that well, not really, because now there's more dangerous drugs on the street, but
You're glad that you got out of it when you did.
yeah.
Because you wouldn't want to be in it now.
Fuck no.
No. Nope. Mm-mm. No, the Kensington is one of the worst places. You'd be talking about feel horrified at Kensington videos. Yep. Yep. It's scary. It's real scary. Yep. I'm so glad you guys are all hanging here today. I appreciate it very much. Mr. Infinity appreciates it too. Right, honey? You appreciate it?
Absolutely.
You hear him? He goes, absolutely. He's in the background. We have no children's here tonight. We just have the dogs, the four-legged children.
Aw.
That's okay. Normally we have somebody here tonight, but we were away all weekend, with our trip. So I know the new mayor is trying to clean it up, and you know what, Valdez? That's great. It comes from the top down, in my opinion. You look at New York City when the crack epidemic happened, and that was, in my opinion, an on-purpose thing, and then eventually got cleaned up.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a lot of stuff was on purpose,
Well, because the crack, didn't they only mainly market it to like the poor black neighborhoods?
Yep, exactly. Yep. It was a self-perpetuating thing within certain communities. Absolutely.
That's bad.
Yep.
Because it's crazy, because like I know being around, like, obviously having mixed kids, like black people do not like boy. Like I've noticed that, like a lot of them wouldn't mess with it, like the heroin or fetty, but they'd smoke the crack or the meth, and that was
the
okay.
Uppers. They want the uppers.
Or snort coke. It's like, oh, that's okay occasionally, or popping it.
Well, it's funny how certain things are acceptable within certain sectors of people, right? Right.
Yep. Then I found out there used to be more like black heroin addicts or opiate addicts than you would think there is. But it's like they secretly do it. It's almost like they're ashamed of it, but they shouldn't be. Yeah, and it's like
the forbidden. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's sad because it's like they shouldn't be ashamed to get help. Like, but I'm just wondering within the culture if they look at it like a fucked up type of thing.
Absolutely. I know, chemist. I know. Oh, listen, BB. Yes, it did, and I know a lot about. I've researched that to the nth degree. Yep. We can talk more about. BB, you and I should talk about that more.
And it's crazy to me too that literally all they did was cook the Coke with some baking soda.
Yep. What was the show that was based on Freeway Ricky Ross? Snowfall.
Yes, I love that movie. Snowfall. That's such a
no, the series.
Oh, the series. There are what is that one movie called? Snow on the Bluff. It's like a documentary show where this drug dealer he steals these white urban. They like were coming to pick up drugs or whatever, and had like a bunch of money, and he basically lied and said he was gonna go get their stuff and didn't, and like ended up stealing the money and their phone and their car, maybe. something like that. Well, anyways, the whole movie is then based on him like going around showing like his life in a sense. It's pretty interesting. It's
All right.
very sad towards the end.
Oh, it's all, I mean, yes.
Yeah.
BB goes, yes, Snowfall. Yeah, politics is a dirty business. Correct. Like, so, we were talking about this the other day. We said, different administrations within the government have done different things, like dirty things behind the scenes. Like, people think all of a sudden, the government's all of a sudden corrupt, right?
No.
But they're not.
They've been like that.
Oh my God, forever.
Mm-hmm.
But there was definitely an on-purpose thing with the whole epidemic when it came to crack in New York City.
Oh, yeah.
Very on purpose.
Whatever happened with the nuke bomb warning thing?
Recently?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. I swear they were doing like tests, like they were doing emergency tests in New York.
That is the warning. Mr. Infinity says that is the warning.
Oh.
I go, what? He goes, that is the
I feel like there is no point in warning, because if it's going to happen, I feel like if we're in the path, we're going to be fucked. And if not, we're going to be fucked in the next week.
Well, yeah, right. So we're going to get fucked either way, right?
Yeah. I'd rather go right away than to suffer.
Instead of linger around.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be
Who's a limb here and there.
Right. I ain't going to be no atomic bomb zombie.
Oh.
Fuck. That would suck.
It is not good. It's no bueno. The way things are going right now, it's like no bueno either way,
Well, isn't there some shit going on in North and South Korea too?
Oh gosh, I don't.
That we don't even really hear about.
For years that's been going on for years.
But I know there was just something new, or new. Maybe
Mr. Infinity says North Korea is nuts. He's a big history buff and he follows a lot of the world politics like that.
Yeah, I think they're trying to like bully North Korea, North Korea is trying to bully South Korea or some shit.
The crazy ones, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kim Jong-un. Kim What? Kim Jong-un?
Did you say the same hoe? Is that what you just said? He goes the same hoe. The same old hoe. The fuck. Mr. Infinity, you have jokes tonight, don't you? You're joining the live chat. You like this, don't you? You love it, don't you? He loves it. Oh my God. He loves listening to the soap opera, which we don't normally do soap opera talk over here.
No.
But, sometimes we have to. Sometimes we just got to get it out and then have fun with it, right?
Mm-hmm. It's like, damn it, enough is enough sometimes.
Listen, if somebody has a ball sack living on their face, I have to point it out that they need to go to the dentist and they might need to go to somebody else.
Yeah.
She has a ball sack on her face.
And I think she might need a BBL.
She might need a BBL? What?
Yeah.
No, there's a girl on YouTube that has a ball sack living on her face. She has face balls. Honey, on both sides of her mouth, she like this. I thought you were talking. Well, no, we're not talking sexual. This is nothing sexual at all. This is nothing sexy at all. He goes, I thought you guys were talking sexual.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, no. No.
Please, no. Not about that.
Wait, Engine Joe got attacked? I love Engine Joe. What? BB
Where?
says, hang on. BB says SG went after Engine. SG goes after everyone. Chemist is going to go watch The Bachelor. Okay, Chemist. We love you. Oh, BB, you understand that everybody that's nice to SG, they get attacked. Mhm. Mhm. Who's missing all their back teeth? Oh.
And see, and I don't ever like to talk about teeth because mine are by no means
Listen,
perfect, but
I'm gonna
I've
tell
never
you
came
something.
on the scene. I've never came on the scene acting like I had good teeth. That's the difference. Is like I've never been like,
I'm
oh,
talking
look at
about
how
face.
I have such good teeth.
I'm talking
Well,
about face walls.
I do kind of have like the little fatty sacs under my lips. They're just not because like I was examining myself, but
Right, but
they're not
I'm
anything like
talking about
that.
the ball sack on her face.
Well, it to me more looks like she either used to always like put her tongue there, like it looks like chew. It looks like someone that
Oh,
literally has
chaw, like a big thing of
yeah, a big wad of chew.
no.
That's exactly what it reminds me of.
Oh,
That's
you mean
why
if
I'm
they had it? You mean if they had it in their mouth?
yeah, yep,
Oh,
yes,
I'm
ma'am.
looking at I'm looking at Mr. Infinity right now, honey. Listen, would you find this sexy? So if my mouth was like this, but I had like two walls coming around like this, would you
What if
find
they started sprouting hair?
they're like a living thing inside of her body. It's like a Star Wars thing. They're gonna
Oh no.
Molly, 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 molly. They got a life of their own. Oh my god.
It's not me, said show him a pic, Cindy. Did
What
you show
me?
him
What?
show him a picture of the balls on the face? He needs
I
to see a picture.
hold that. Oh, Mr. Infinity?
Yes.
Oh.
He's got to see what the hype
Was
is.
molly. The fuck? Honey, you should be our like peanut gallery. You're doing good at this. And now you just sit on the couch. Hold on, honey. I mean, listen,
Well, Chaz, tell
wait,
Joe I'm praying for him.
honey. All right, honey.
Everything will be okay.
Look at this. Come here, real quick. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make him get up. You guys are ready? Mr. Infinity commentary for a hot second. No, you can say they can hear you. Look at. Does that not? What does that look like? Oh. Wait, if you could, honey, hold on. Look at you. Yeah, look. She's smiling. I don't know, but look at this.
What do you make of that? Have you ever seen anything like that in your
What do
life?
you think of this? As a hound dog?
Have you ever seen anything like that before
What?
on a lady?
Jowls. Because she has jowls.
Oh, jowls.
Is that a professional term?
Like basically,
All dogs have jowls. I'm like, is that a professional term? Because he works in the medical industry. So I'm like, is that a professional? He knows it turns me on when he talks about medical professional.
Oh, well, now we know that they're called jowls.
Jowls. Honey,
How can we work them out?
What?
Is there any way we can keep from getting those?
Yes. Is there any way we can keep from getting those?
What do we have to do?
He said you have to smile.
Smile?
Yeah.
Smile.
Okay.
Smile, puppy. Like I don't even have the 11s on my forehead because I don't frown.
Smiling's the best exercise.
He goes, smiling is the best exercise. For your
Sweet.
face.
I'm just gonna sit here and smile and not smile all day like a weirdo and just have people staring at me and be like, I'm working out my face. I don't want face
And then you gotta
balls.
work it out another way. So like pretend you have a hot dog and go what. No. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
That says don't do drugs. Correct. Don't do drugs. That's probably that's the best way to say. do not do drugs.
Yeah, because I had never seen, like I said,
We
and I'm
love
not
Mr. Infinity.
I've never seen a person's face settle like that.
It's a very sad story. But like
Yeah.
again, you're gonna make fun of my makeup tutorials and like who the fuck are you?
Exactly.
I mean Mr. Infinity's looking at me like I'm a piece of meat over here right now.
Oh.
Ooh, look at him. He keeps giving me the eyes right now. He's like, hey, baby, we have no kids tonight.
Right, it's going to be a party tonight.
Baby, you want me to drop the link? Baby, you're going to come up? Hold on. Oh, here we go. This is going to be party time right now. If it wasn't a party time already, hold on. Ready?
Whoop, whoop, party.
Talking to the dog. He's talking to the dog. Hold on.
How many do you have all together again?
Of how many? Humans or
Dogs?
Four-leggeds?
Four-leggeds.
2 4-leggeds and 4 1-leggeds. No, 4 2.
I was going to say, what?
I have 4 dogs.
When?
No, I have 4 humans and 2 dogs.
Oh, I was about to say, good Lord. Okay, so you got 2 doggies.
Yeah, we have 2. Louie and Lola.
Louie
and Lola.
L and L.
Which is funny because my dog and my cat previously were J and J, Jack and Jasper.
Oh, that's cute.
It just kind of happened that way, yeah. Baby, oh wait, hang on. I'm coming to the stage. Baby.
Hello?
What's up?
Hello, gorgeouses.
How are you?
Now I'm on your panel, Cindy. I got up on here.
I'm so glad you're here. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are
I
you?
love Mr. Infinity in the background.
Mr. Infinity, you're getting a lot of accolades.
He's a superstar now, Mr. Infinity.
Yes. He's smiling and working his face right now. He's doing his calisthenics with his face. What?
Mr. BB wants to get on here sometime, but probably not. He laughs at shit. He heard me yelling. He was in bed and he heard me yelling at SG. And he's like, why do you waste your time?
Right?
He said, she sounds crazy.
1000% certifiably. Absolutely.
Yep.
Mr. BB, absolutely. Hi, little Kimmy. Thank you for coming.
For real. Hey, you guys look like you was having fun, and that food you had on your thing, Cindy. Oh my God. I told my husband, she's a good cook. I said, you'd leave me for her, for real.
That's okay. You guys can all come here. I say all the time, everybody is always welcome. As long as you're going to mange with us, it's okay.
Oh, and Janelle, he'll be right there with you with your cement mixers because he likes his chocolate chip blizzards. We don't have a Culver's, but there's Culver's in other towns, but not here. But yeah, he loves that. He loves his ice cream.
Ice cream is a good time. Ice cream is a good time.
I've been telling him about you guys when we're driving in between, we go lots of places every day. But anyway, I told him I'm his chauffeur. I'm going to get me one of them little hats and a black suit, Everybody always says, I see you got your chauffeur with you today.
She does. Oh, wait, what? Driving Mr. Daisy? What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm driving Mr. BB.
I'm driving Mr. BB. That's right. We have Mr. Infinity and we have Mr. BB.
Well, Mr. BB has a lot more money than me. So, I got to do the driving.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
That's right. I got to do my part. Even in retirement, I still got to work for my money.
That's right. Oh, she works. She's going to work hard for the money.
Yes. But no, I tell him about all you guys, whatever chat is on. I try to say, well, this is this girl, and I like her, and
Aw.
she does this, and she's a good cook, and this
Aw.
one's funny, and he's starting to get to know all the characters.
Well, I don't know if he wants to get to know all the characters. There might be only certain ones that he wants to get to know.
Oh, he's already told me after that whole ordeal that he heard, and I finally got done, and he woke back up. He said, "Don't go talk to that woman anymore."
Well, so okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Did you think that you were going to make any kind of a difference?
Oh, hell no. But I wanted to know. My original thing was she never answered my question on Swiss's panel about why she wants to sue Roseanne.
Oh, right.
And it went from that clear into everything Evil Bobbles. And I said, stop switching topics on me.
Well, so that's kind of what happens.
She loves to switch the topic. She won't just hash one topic out at a time. She wants to switch on you. But I'm like, okay, I'll go with this. And I can only put up with it. I put up with it for a couple hours.
Yeah,
I was getting bored. I'm like, I'm even bored. You're not even fun to debate,
13 hours. Can you imagine if I was on for 13 hours? He goes, she only put up with it for a couple hours. I go, it was a 13-hour live.
No, that was Swiss's live was great.
The 13-hour one or the 12-hour one.
I was on SG. I don't know, an hour to 2 hours, somewhere in there. And I got bored with it. It was like, obviously they told me I couldn't win with you, but I thought I'd try one more time. Because I was all hyped up. I was awake. Everybody went to bed. And I thought, oh, this crazy bitch is still on. So
it's not a bad thing to find out how people are for yourself, though.
I know. And like I said, I mean, I still gonna hold a shred of hope out for her, but it's gonna take a long time for me to ever go back.
I have a hard time.
One time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. I'm not gonna do the third time.
Well, there's a lot of
Thank you.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of
so that's the way I see it with her.
There's been a lot of that over the years, where when I say you, like us as compassionate, empathetic, supportive people. Right. Like we can go in and say to somebody, we want to be supportive of you as to what you're going through. Right?
Yeah, normal adults will be like, I know I got issues, and let's talk about it.
Normal fucking people, right?
I mean, if she can't afford therapy, she could use us, but she don't want to use somebody that talks to her in a helpful manner.
I thought maybe it was like a play, like on just wanting to be funny or not funny, but like wanting to be like rageful, because some people thrive in that,
Yeah, and I give her a break on that because of what she's been through, because I'll never down her about that, and I never had. And I told her, I feel for her going through the cancer. But to me, cancer does not give you a license to be a butthole.
Exactly. That's
and so that don't fly with me because I've had lots of sick people in my life. And it don't give them a right to. I mean, I'll put up with you being crabby and all that shit, but you don't get a right to be a total, complete asshole.
Right. Vern says it's called being a professional victim. Yes.
Yes, and I can't stand that shit. I'd rather see somebody with some backbone, and get over it.
Right. Yep.
Because I can really have sympathy for that,
BB.
Yeah.
BB. Mr. Infinity wants to know where you're from.
Well, I don't want to get into specifics.
Oh, okay. Not specifics.
I'm originally from, I will just say, the general Midwest, but we are now in the upper Midwest.
Okay. All right. He's shaking his head.
Or no, not upper Midwest, upper West, but kind of Midwest. I don't know how to say it. But.
Okay. All right. You recognize the accent? Like you're yeah. He goes, she sounds like my sister.
Everybody says I sound like Roseanne, and my husband just says And everybody my whole life, I'm like, do you think I sound like her? He said, we just all think you're loud and obnoxious.
Everyone says I sound like an asshole, but I keep rolling with it, BB. So it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Just keep going with it. It's okay.
He's used to it though.
It's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm glad he's a quiet spoken guy. When he speaks, he actually has shit to say.
Yeah, Mr. Infinity,
that's what he says. He says he has to save his brain room for shit that really matters.
The mental gymnastics are incredible sometimes. They really are. Vern, I'm so glad you're here, Vern. I'm so glad you're here.
I just learned how to do the chat button. And I did learn that on SG's because I was like, what is that button? And I clicked on it and I could see the comments. So I did learn something on SG's live, but I learned it myself.
That's your positive that you're taking away. That's your look at you being all positive over here. That's great. Good for you. That's great. Look at you. Wait, Janelle, did you drop off? I think Janelle's going through a BFE area again. Oh no, what happened?
You gotta love Janelle. I just love how Janelle. She's just a smooth operator and she just keeps her composure, you know.
Yes. Yes.
I lose my composure.
I get to a point and then I'm like, okay, I'm all done. This is the line, this is the sand, this is where I draw it, you know.
Yeah. I get that from my dad. You know,
what, your my
dad was an old Marine, and
well, there you go.
Yeah, and he'd take crap till it's so long, and when he stood up and said he was done with it, oh look out.
That's it. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, this has been a really good chat tonight, and I love all you guys.
You've had a great show, honey.
This has been really. I have missed you guys so much. Like, I've been sick, and I'm like, you were sick too. I'm
getting better. I'm getting better. I kind of had a small relapse, but I'm getting better.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm
glad you're getting better too. I was really worried about you, girl.
It's getting there. You know.
Especially that night you came on and then you dropped off and you were coughing and I thought, oh my God, where'd she go?
And my internet was all wonky and everything, yeah.
And I'm thinking, I hope her husband's there, that something's wrong, you know?
Mr. Infinity goes, I know, she keeps us awake coughing. You're an asshole, I love you. You're so lucky I love you. You're so lucky I love you. He goes, I know.
He's got to love you. You cook so good and you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you, honey. Did you like my cooking live? Did you watch them?
My gosh, yes. I watched I had to drop out one and I watched them and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's such a good cook. You make it look easy.
It is easy.
But I know if it was me, I'd be, I'm an okay cook, but
easy.
I can't. I've never tried to make my own sauce. I get a store-bought sauce, a good one. And then I doctor it up.
That's okay. No, that's fine. Whatever you find that you like and you guys are good with, that's fine. But Mr. Infinity's looking at me with like shaded eyebrows over here. Like, that's sacrilegious in our family.
I know, I can tell. And I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't say that.
Well, I'll tell you what, even coming into a family, like when you make your own stuff, but then they're used to their other stuff that their mother or their grandmother made.
Oh my God, yes.
It's hard. Like, I would go, is this okay? Like, we met, 9 years ago? He goes, I go, do you like this? Like, I know I make my own stuff very well, but it might not be to his liking. You know what I mean? Because he's used to certain things, you know?
I did teach myself how to make choke cherry pie for my husband.
What kind?
Because his mother made that. And I'm telling you, choke cherries are teeny tiny and they come on a very thorny, stickery bush. Ooh. And it takes 1 million of them to make a freaking pie. Right. It's like a real good sour cherry.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of buffalo berries.
No.
But yeah, they got choke cherries and buffalo berries around
What's that?
They're a small cherry. They're kind of like a real sour cherry, but they're teeny tiny. They're like the size of peppercorns.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it takes 1,000,000 of them to make a freaking pie.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you guys are doing better.
Yes, we're doing better, and I'm glad you're doing better, honey.
I'm doing better. It's one of those things,
Yeah, and that's me. I don't go to the doctor a lot, and I'm just like,
Nope.
I'll ride this out. I know
Yep.
what it is,
Yep.
and
Yep.
and sometimes you got to let your body do that.
Well, that's what I do. Like, I gave it a 2-week period, and then I finally went to the doctor, and then I'm like, oh,
I gave her a swift kick in the ass.
Mr. Infinity gives me a swift kick in the ass.
Yes.
He goes, get out there and do what you got to do.
Yes, I told my husband if I'm not better by the end of the week and this thing is hanging on, I'll go see him and let him take a look.
Yeah.
But I think it's on the mend.
It's hard because it's like we just want to be better, Hi, baby.
I know. You spend more time in the doctor's office and then you pick up all the diseases.
It's
in
funny,
the waiting room. They're all diseased.
Yes. You don't want to be sitting there forever,
Then I'll come out of there with something else.
Right. Well, they keep asking if it's COVID every time we call. And we're like, no, like, it's not, right? Like, it's not. Like, there's still infections that happen in the winter,
Yeah. I don't know if mine was technically COVID, but it was like when COVID first came out, me and my husband had it and we had it bad. And it was just like that. And so I'm assuming it was COVID.
Okay.
But I ran that really super high fever for 3 days or so. But then it went down and I'm still running a little bit of one. It's like 100 or so.
Yeah.
But God, that's better than 103.
Well, it's funny because they take my temperature at the doctor's office. They're like, oh, you're like 99.2. I was like, that's normal. They're like, no, that's a low grade fever. I said, I run like that all the time. Like I've always run hot, like my entire life.
Yeah.
And they laugh at me. I go, no, it got me out of school when I was a kid in elementary school if I wanted to go home. And like my grandmother would come and pick me up. I'd be like, I don't want to go to like my last couple periods today. Just like come and pick me up, And I would pretend like I was sick,
Yeah, I had to laugh at them using that one little snippet of your stuff showing.
Oh my gosh!
I laughed my ass off
makeup tutorial.
They didn't even bother to watch the context of your show. It's like, you morons. You know what I mean? I laughed because did you hear me on Swiss's back in the day? My grandma. Oh, here I go with my grandma used to use her and her gals would sit around the table, and I always liked to hang around the gals, and they would talk about Preparation H.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
It would tighten up the wrinkles around your.
Really? They said that?
Yes, around your eyes. A little dab of Preparation H
heard of this.
Around your eye. Now you can't get it in your eye, but a little, yes. And that's what the old gals use.
Oh my God, no. Mr. Infinity just heard what you were saying, and he goes, wait, yeah, Preparation H tightens the wrinkles around your face.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But you do need to be careful. You can't get stuff in your eyes, you know.
Okay, so here's the funny part about what I was talking about with face primers. Ready? So there is a main ingredient in any high-end face primer. It is dimethicone. Okay? Yeah. That is the main ingredient in any. So now I have worked in makeup for years in the industry. Okay. It is. Amy goes, I've heard of using hemorrhoid cream for wrinkles.
Yes, it does work, Amy. It's the old gals used it, Amy. I'm telling you. And it's way cheaper than these $500 deals.
Share that knowledge with me. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
He knew.
Now, I don't do it myself because I just let my wrinkles be wrinkles. You know, they're not too bad yet.
Yes, I would listen to you. Well, no, I don't know if you would. I don't know if I would have taken. He goes, if I had told you, would you put it on? I don't know if I would have taken you seriously because I would have.
I mean, think about your butthole. It's all wrinkly, right? And when the hemorrhoids are hurting, you got to shrink them, right? So So it shrinks the wrinkles around your asshole and your eyes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. The old gals, I love when you said it. The old gals would talk about that. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's the cheap dime store remedy, you know.
I'm dying.
Hey, your butthole's sensitive too.
It is.
At least mine is.
Anything you put down there, Jesus, it's the most sensitive area of your body. Like if you can put it around your forehead, then Jesus Christ, oh my God.
Yes, that's why I'm glad we have a bidet, and that's why it helps, and you don't have to wipe so much.
Okay, so here's the thing. So, oh my God, my whole point of my chat that night was the fact that I was like, we're talking about a cream. It's a
Yes, Vern, I think it does probably work for chapped lips too.
no, you cannot put that on your lips, Vern. No.
I don't know about that, Vern. I was
You
just
need to take
assuming that.
Aquaphor. Oh my God.
It might not be good to get into. You shouldn't eat it.
That's true. Any lubricant will help your lips, but honey, if it was hemorrhoid stuff, well, it doesn't have
I think I'll just rub it all over my body, and then
yeah, figure out where we're going from head to toe. We gotta do it. Oh, I shit one night, but rub it in. Rub it in. Here we go. Start at the neck, work down. It feels like that song. You better work. And we have to work it in to our skin.
yes, work it in, baby. Work it in.
Oh my God. I can't even. Amy goes, I will rub it in all over my face. I will be wrinkle free. Well, your vagina will be wrinkle free
Me
too.
too, honey.
You rub it in there too. But Faceball doesn't want to understand that. And so she has a ball sack hanging from her jowls. Right, honey, jowls.
I think it's going to take more than Preparation Age to fix the face balls.
Oh my gosh. I'm not a mean person, and I don't make fun of people.
I know. I don't think you are either, you know, but all
like,
of the mean shit she says, like
oh
I
my
said.
God. So like,
she's got some jabs coming back at her.
Let's go make a dentist appointment.
Yeah, right.
And then let's go from there. You know?
Right. Because she's getting to that age now. She's getting close to 50, so she's gonna start being like us older gals. And you know, them drugs are hard on your skin and your body and your face.
It's a very slippery slope.
Yes, those drugs make
it'll be even more slippery if you use the lube up and down your body. You gotta work and rub it in and
yeah, I don't know about the lube though, but sometimes I think I need lube to get into my pants someday. I'm just gonna rub some KY and slip right into it.
That's right. That's it. You gotta get the. You are gonna make the definition of what they call liquid pants, BB.
Yes, liquid pants. Then I could flap my ass around too.
And we're going to work and rub it down.
I might need a bigger camera to flap my ass around, though.
Oh my gosh. And you can't beat them, join them, you know? I'm telling you.
There ain't nothing wrong with a big booty.
I don't, you know what? Here's the funny thing. I have no problem with anybody. But you're going to, wait, Vern goes, slippery slope. Someone said I was on a slippery slope. Well, what slope is that, Vern? Hello. I want to know what that is.
Well, Amy, thank you for the tip. I will adjust my camera if I ever am audacious enough to put it on there.
What, panoramic?
I'll get banned from YouTube, I think.
What?
For my butt. You know, if I put
you'll get banned from YouTube for your panoramic.
YouTube is going to ban you, so I wouldn't do it on anybody's show.
There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules at YouTube, apparently. Allegedly. Oh,
I'll be like, look at this big wide view. Here you go. It's not that big and wide, but I'm sure it's big. I know it's bigger than you girls.
Baby.
Well, you don't want to get involved in that.
What?
I'm no size 2, but I'm not a size 20.
That's okay. That's all right. You're very lovable in many ways.
As long as my hubby likes it still, then that's
There
all
you
that
go.
matters to
There
me.
you go. Thank you.
Because
There
it's
you
just
go.
me and him. I don't need to impress anybody else.
That's right. No,
Once
that's
I
right.
hit 40, I started to be like, who gives a shit what other people think? And
Okay.
you know what? That is what I love about getting older. I'm like, I've been there, done that, and this shit ain't important. It's important to who you wake up to every day and who you spend your time with.
No, exactly. You're absolutely
You
right.
know?
We say
And
that
if
all the
they
time.
love you, that's all that matters.
We say, oh, hey, Pink. I heart Pink.
I heart Pink. Hi, honey.
How are you? Welcome to the crazy live stream. I'm going to be getting off here in a few minutes.
I'm going to drop down and let you finish your chat, honey.
No, you don't have to drop down. You're good. You're good.
Okay. Well, I wanted you to be able to, you know.
No, you're good. I'm gonna be dropping down in a minute or two, but I may come back on later. We don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, little brat. Oh,
I
yes,
like big butts and I cannot lie.
Yes.
Another mother might deny.
That's right.
Another brother. When it goes on and I don't remember the rest of the words.
You sound great doing
Little
that
brat,
song.
you got to sing it for us.
Just keep going, baby. You're doing a great job. I like big butts and I cannot lie.
The thing that goes,
I love it. Oh my gosh. Wait, Trump says when you get to my age, wait, hang on. What she said? When you get to my age, you need some weight to be able to fight if you get sick. Oh my gosh.
That is true. You do. I mean, if you're too thin, it's harder to fight stuff off. You got to have that fat power.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have some meat in there to work on,
know.
you know?
Oh, baby, this is fun. I like you coming up on panel. This is good.
They say I go to panels and, you know, because I don't know, they make fun of me for it, but I don't have a channel and I don't want one.
I get made fun of. I've gotten made fun of for 3+ years.
But you know, I laugh at that stuff. At first, I was like, "Ooh, you know, it's been a long time since I had to be around mean girls." But hey, I can play those games too. But I don't like to.
No.
But hey, I can give shit back. I'm all right.
Yeah, well, so can likewise. You know, the thing of it is this. You got to be able to take it sometimes, you know.
Oh, yeah.
No, not you. Okay. I'm trying to talk about like everybody wants to be so big and badass in this community. They want to talk about people. They want to say things, right? About people, right?
Yes.
They're going to find anything that could even be a trigger, right? So a lot of the community is revolved around either people that were in addiction or yada, yada, right?
Yeah.
And when you're not in that place, like such as myself, then they want to claim other things about you. They want to say,
yes,
you're not a good mother. You should be this, that, and the third, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, well, okay. And I don't get mad about it because here's the thing.
But
okay, go ahead. No, go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like, me and you, I mean, you're younger than me, but you get to a certain age and you know who you are.
Yes.
If you've been through enough and you've matured enough, you know who you are, and that little kid shit doesn't bother you.
It does not bother me.
We can laugh at it, but we can also bite back when we need to get our little claws out. We can get our kitty cat claws out.
Exactly. I let it go. Like, because it really has no impact on my life. If that makes any sense.
No, it doesn't. Exactly with me. It's like my husband is like,
I wanted to have is by being a positive person in the community who's been through some shit in their life, you know?
I know, and they hate it. They hate when someone can take the jabs and keep rolling because they don't know how to take the jab. And I'm telling you, you would have to really, really know me to know my triggers because I let a lot of that shit go years ago. Because it's like in the long run, Am I going to care about this a week from now? Am I going to care about it 6 months from now?
No.
You know?
Yeah, but well, it's all perspective. If you
Exactly. And they have no perspective.
right,
Because
so
they're
like for
stuck
you
in
and
a
I,
loop. They're stuck in a
it's
loop.
it's a moot point.
Yes, they're stuck in a loop.
It doesn't bother me.
And they don't have another life. They don't have a life to draw upon to make them stronger for that shit because they don't make room for it.
It takes strong women like us who are backed by strong men.
Exactly.
You know,
My husband's a very
that
strong
have a balance of a work,
yes,
peaceful. And you know what? Do you think let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you think in hindsight, or not in hindsight, you don't really know me. Do you think my life is perfect?
Oh God, no.
Do you think my life was ever perfect?
No, and I've only heard bits and pieces, and I'm getting to know you. But I see how you live your life, and
it is now.
and I see how you handle hardship with your sickness. And I heard a little bit about your heart thing that you went through. Yeah. And you still come out and you're a positive. That's why I like listening to your channel. You're always positive and upbeat. I love your voice. I love how you're always giggly and fun.
Thank you.
You have a wide range of things you talk about. You have interests and you have hobbies and you have friends and family and a life to talk about.
Yeah.
These other people, and we all know who, I'm not talking about your people in the chat.
I got you.
They don't have any of that.
Yeah.
You know, which is kind of sad. And that's why I kind of try with them. But it's like, if you don't want to change, and I see that they're still doing the same thing 4 years later, is what I'm learning. And it's like, you guys haven't changed in 4 years.
Right.
All these other people have progressed.
Right.
You know,
they've
made mistakes. They've changed.
I am not perfect. I am not without flaws.
People have their moments on here and they say things that might not be the best. But they move on and they keep it moving and they keep getting better. Those are the channels I'm sticking with.
Vern, what? I'm sorry. Vern, what is that? Is that a nose or is that a fortune cookie?
But these channels that have nothing but hate and snotty comments to say to other women, I don't got time for that.
I don't either.
You know,
I thank you for your kind words. I really do. Thank you.
Oh, I think you're one of the best, honey.
Oh, and I love you coming up here and I love you being in chats because, we remember when we were taking the trip to the D and Bobbles chat that night and we were late night and laughing.
Oh my God, you guys made me laugh so hard.
We were, I don't think we've ever laughed that hard in like 10 years,
I have never laughed on those other places.
we were so, and that was so not a planned thing. Like that's just us organically,
Exactly.
And listen, I mean, I'm not here to say that like everything has always been peaches and roses or whatever you want to call it, like I just do my thing. And if you like me, you like me. And I'm a very real person, just like as you are,
Yes, I believe you are too, or I wouldn't even listen to you.
Exactly. Likewise, and you come in and you have a good perspective on things and we have good chats. And I started out my chat tonight saying, I am so sick and tired of seeing people saying things where they go, I don't talk about people unless they talk about me. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. Okay.
Correct.
So if we're going to go down that road, then I'm going to have a couple things to say because I have not gone bowling yet, but I will. And I'm going to hit all the balls when I get down to the end of the alley. So here we go. You ready? Let's go. You have not met me on that level yet. So here we go.
I like it in you, girl. I do like it. You're spunky and I like that.
Thank you. I don't want to be like that all the time. I don't.
You're not though. You have a variety of things to talk about. Not the same old stuff through the meat grinder,
It's not. Oh my God, definitely not. Oh
And
my God. Amy goes,
Little Brat says she bought the cheeseburger. You know what? Buy the cheeseburger, eat the cookie, buy the shoes, do what makes you happy. And that comes from that lady who does the Christian channel.
okay.
What is her name? She's real famous, older lady. That she does a Christian channel, and I used to watch her when I was really sick years ago with some major back surgery.
Ooh,
Anyway, yeah, I mean, see, we've all been through things.
we have.
I couldn't walk for, I don't know, 4 months. But
Really?
yeah, it was bad. But I was bedridden for like 4 months. So all I had was TV.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what entertained you,
Yeah.
right?
But she says buy the shoes, eat the cookie, buy the cheeseburger, because you know what? Life is too short. Just don't eat all the cheeseburgers every day. Right, Pinky? Because then our butts are too big.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I love you guys. You guys are so cute. Oh my God. I love you guys. BB, are you going to be up in a little bit?
Yes, I will be, because you probably got to feed those boys.
Hang on. Hold on. Mr. Infinity is telling me something. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Hold on.
Go ahead, honey. Hi, Vern. I don't know you very well, but I like your comments. I'm getting to learn Mr. Vern Vision Network. And Pink, I always love what you got to say. And Amy, you crack me up because you're always spot on, mate. I don't know how to say it. I don't even want to try to do an Aussie accent. I can't even do a British accent. But I love those accents. I don't care. Give me a guy in a uniform, and if he's got an accent, that's even better. And I'll be like, oh, I'm watching that movie. You gotta love that stuff. You know, I mean, I'm old. I like the old James Bonds. I like all of them, you know, and I just is like, oh man, those are the sexiest men alive that play.
BB, you're back. I'm off mute. Who's the sexiest man alive?
Any of the guys that's played James Bond.
Okay.
Because they got that. I said, give me a man with an accent. But I said, if they got a uniform and an accent, I don't care if they're a fireman, a policeman.
Oh, you like
if they're a military man.
You like
if they're in a uniform, and especially, I mean, I don't care. Uniform goes for everything, but then give them an accent. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I'm watching that movie because it's like oh, you know.
Okay. Okay. All right, BB, I have a couple questions if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
And you can say pass if you don't want to answer.
Okay.
Okay. So you've been with Mr. BB for a while?
Almost 20 years, about 20 years.
Okay. All right. God bless.
Yeah. We haven't been married the whole time, but yes, we've been together about 20 years.
That's all right. All right. Yep. And do you have kids?
I have one son from a previous marriage.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
That's great.
I've been married twice, divorced once, and married again. Was engaged 4 times.
Oh,
my life. So yes, men come and go, and I finally found the right one.
That's so awesome.
Yes.
That's so awesome.
Yes, and I love him to death. He makes me laugh every single day, and almost by the first few minutes he's awake, he does something or says something that makes me laugh. You know, and a guy that makes me laugh, you got me right there.
That's great. Does he have kids?
No.
Okay.
No,
right.
he was not blessed with that, you know.
That's okay.
But he's taken my son under his wing.
Oh.
He loves him, and you know, so
I like that.
Yeah, he's our I just have the one.
That's all that matters, you know.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm too old to try again. There was a moment there I thought of adopting with me and him. But I thought, man, we're too old. We're just, you know, by the time we were married, it was like, I said, I don't want to be that old when they're just getting their lives started.
Right. No,
because I don't want to go when all the good stuff's happening.
Right.
You know.
I get you. I understand.
Now I'm waiting for a grandkid. But my
Oh,
but my son just likes his buddies too much yet. He's not 30 yet. He'll be 29 this year.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so
You want the grandkids
I'm
though.
getting I've got my hopes out that I'm gonna get a grandkid.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Grandkids are great. You know, we love our parents, and then when we see them become grandparents, this is speaking from somebody who has children. Watching my parents become grandparents was like one of the most amazing things in my life.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I
I
think it's
mean, they
second
just they
chance.
soak them up.
Oh, I want to spoil this kid to death and then send him home.
They want to they treat them like they're not. It's like, wait a minute, you didn't treat me like this.
I'm giving them all the noisy toys. I'm giving them all the sugar. And then I'm going to say, okay, now it's time to go home with your
Go
mom and
home.
dad.
Go home. Bye. See you later. Oh, I heard Pink says, I love my grandkids. That's so cute. Oh, I know. My mom loves, like, I mean, when I watch them, like, having grandkids, it's so amazing.
Oh, I tell you, I watch these videos where I like to watch the birthing announcements or when the grandma and grandpa get to be first time grandparents. And it's just so cool to watch some of these videos on YouTube. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I want that.
Oh,
You know?
yes. I do know. I
And
know.
it to me, it looks like you have
Wait,
a beautiful family. And I
thank
bet those
you.
boys keep you running with their school.
They all the time.
You
All the
know,
time.
you must be one of the busiest gals on here. I told my husband she has two sets of twins. I said,
Yeah.
I said, could you imagine? And they're both boys.
They're all
They're
boys.
all boys,
They're
all
all
four
boys.
of them.
I am surrounded by boys. All I got a girl dog. I'm not gonna lie. So I had
Well,
my
you
boy
needed
dog.
another girl to help you out.
Well, I got a girl dog, thinking that it was gonna balance it out. I'm not having any more children. Fuck that. I'm like,
Me neither.
and I'm like, I got a girl dog, thinking that it was gonna balance out the testosterone. Yeah, right. What was I thinking?
she
She loves me, Lola, but she loves the boys. I'm like, oh, this is a
Oh, she's
backfire.
a little traitor, that
She
little
is. It was a backfire, like big time. I'm like, what the fuck? The
Oh,
boys are
your
all
puppies are so cute. I've got a
Louis.
little boy and girl dog myself, Baxter and Bella.
I lost like Louis, who is my puggle, um, he's been with me for a long time, and I had my Chihuahua before all this, my Jack, and when I lost him, Louis was lost. He didn't know what to do. He
Oh
needed it.
yeah.
He was mad, like and upset, separation anxiety, all that. But and he'd look at me and I go, I didn't want him to die. What are you looking at me like that for?
I
Like,
know, the poor
so it took a
baby.
while. It took a while for us because we wanted to adopt one,
Yeah.
and then we found Lola, or she found us.
Oh, your pups are adorable, and I love
Yeah.
how the one barks when the mailman comes because
Oh my God,
mine,
that's
oh
Louis.
my God, mine do the same thing. Mine do
Yeah.
the same thing.
He's treacherous. He really is. He's 10 years old now. He's so good though. He's such a good boy.
But boy, those little dogs probably rule the roost. I know ours do around
Oh, I
here.
know. They do. They really do. Lola's sitting here looking at me right now. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about, mommy. I don't even know. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Oh, well, BB, I'm so glad you're here with me.
yes, I am too. Do you want me to drop down now so
What's
you
that?
can?
No, you don't have to drop down. No.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
no. Hang on. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Oops. I don't know if you can hear me, Carrie Ann, but yeah, she's been on since she came on earlier.
I'm here. What's up?
Carrie
Sorry.
Ann was asking if you've been on since earlier. I
Oh
said,
yes. We're going on almost 3 hours and 45 minutes right now.
yeah,
Look at that.
you've had a good show, Cindy.
Thank you. Well, thank you for coming up and helping me have a good show.
Oh, everybody. Oh, it was so fun to hear E-Bakers get up there.
I love when he comes
And I
up.
always love
He's getting the
Janelle and
He's getting the
Secular.
peppers. He's getting the peppers from Mrs. E-Bags right now.
Yeah. You've had a variety show tonight. See, that's why I like you guys. You guys allow other people to come up and voice their thoughts and opinions. And
that's the other thing too. It's like the other thing that was said in somebody else's chat the other night was, "Oh, I don't have to go live with other people." I don't either, but I like welcoming people in and having a conversation with me.
it's because she don't want to share the spotlight and she don't want to hear anybody's voice but her
1000%.
own.
1000%.
You know,
1000.
I'm sorry. I don't care how entertaining you are. Even the late night hosts. Why do you think they have guests on their show?
The late night host, exactly.
I mean,
The
Jimmy
late night
Kimmel
host.
has
I
guests.
love that. I want to name my chat the late night host if I go live late at night. Yeah.
You know? I mean, shoot, you got to keep it interesting. I mean, even the best comedian, I can't listen to him for more than an hour or so.
I was listening to somebody question you about things one day, and they said, "Who's your favorite comedian?" And you said Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
I go, mine too. I said to myself, mine too. 100%.
He was a genius, truly.
Oh
so
my God.
sad, so sad.
I know, it's so sad. Hey, Court, how are you?
Courtney, hi, honey.
We are going strong tonight.
I'm proud of you, Courtney. You keep doing the deal, honey.
Love you, girl.
Support.
I love you, girl. Oh, I heard Pink says she loves panels. It's more interesting and fun. Well, we do a little bit of both over here.
Yes, I've listened to Cindy Be By Yourself plenty, and she's very interesting, way more interesting than a certain couple others.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
And at least you know how to cook, and you cook your bacon, I bet. It's not raw.
No, it's not raw.
I about threw up when I seen that. I was like, oh my God.
Wait, who cooked bacon raw or they didn't cook it?
Sharon.
Oh,
she made this gross spaghetti bacon, and the bacon wasn't even cooked.
Isn't he gonna cook?
She threw raw spaghetti or raw bacon in with some spaghetti. It looked totally disgusting.
Oh my God, that's no bueno.
She was on crack that night, I think.
Allegedly. Like for real?
For real. There's a video of her cooking. It's called bacon spaghetti. Okay. And I'm like, I don't know if she was trying to do a take on, there's a Italian dish with prosciutto in it.
Yeah, it's called
But
carbonara.
she was trying to do it with regular
Carbonara.
bacon. Yeah, carbonara. She was trying to do it with regular bacon.
That's my favorite dish. I love carbonara.
She don't even know how to fry bacon right.
What? No.
The bacon was raw. The fat was not cooked enough. You can't just have, it was not right. It was not right. These guys probably know what I'm talking about. You got to watch it, Cindy. You'll be horrified.
Wait, she cooked raw bacon and pasta?
She cooked the bacon, but she was so impatient, she couldn't even wait for the bacon to be cooked all the way. And it was very heavily greasy. She didn't even drain it right. And she just threw it on some cooked spaghetti. Right. She threw it on top of some cooked spaghetti that didn't look like it was cooked al dente to me. Yeah, it was bad.
What's al dente to you?
When it's still a little bit chewy.
When you throw it against the wall
and it sticks. But it has to be. I don't want it too mushy and all the starch is coming out. It's got to have a tiny bit of chew left to it.
Correct. So what's your favorite kind of pasta?
I'm a good old spaghetti, spaghetti meatballs,
You like spaghetti
but I like all those goulash type things. I like lasagna.
You like noodles.
Oh, I love the pastas. Yeah.
So wait,
raviolis, manicotti, lasagna.
Hold on.
I love me some manicotti shells.
Oh, she goes manicotti. I love it. I love it.
Italian is my favorite food.
Is it really?
Italian, then Mexican, then Chinese.
Oh, that might be my Italian, Mexican, and Japanese.
Oh, I like Japanese too. I love my sushi.
Sushi. Honey, what do you think your favorite is?
Italian, Chinese, and Japanese.
Okay, honey, Mr. Infinity says Italian, Chinese, and then Japanese.
See, my husband will go Chinese and Japanese, but Japanese mainly because he loves the squid and the octopus.
The octopus. We like the octopus.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
He loves the suckers, he says.
The suckers. Oh, but
that's his favorite part. That's his favorite part.
Cooked?
Calamari. He loves that.
He likes cooked or fried.
He likes it all. The stinkier, the better.
Oh, my Lord.
He loves stinky fish. One time, you guys are going to laugh at this, right?
God.
Here's my story. And they'll probably say, oh, her pussy smells like that. No, my husband was cooking some, I don't know if it was crab legs or lobster.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, or it was some fish I was smelling this fishy smell. But I didn't know what he was cooking. I couldn't see him. He was way in the kitchen.
Oh.
And I was getting this smell. And I set up and I'm looking around and I'm like sniffing. And I'm like, do I smell like that? And I'm like, God, I just took a shower. And then he come out and I said, what are you cooking? And he said, whatever he said. I said, thank God. I thought I needed to go to the doctor.
Oh, my Lord. Little brat goes, what the fuck? People actually eat
That's my gross out story. Sorry, kids.
That's okay. That's okay.
But I'm like, what is that?
That people actually eat octopus. What squingeal is what
oh, my husband loves the clams, the oysters, the octopus, the lobster,
the bottom feeders.
I said, you like anything that smells like a cooch. Because to me, I'm not a big seafood fan. And, it has that little, I laugh because it has that fishy smell. But,
well, okay. Oh, bacon spaghetti. It's carbonara, but it's not. I don't.
But you're supposed to make it with prosciutto.
Okay. Do you want
not
me to make
this big, heavy bacon?
Carbonara is one of my absolute favorites. Okay.
But you make it with prosciutto, right?
Yes.
Not with that stuff.
Well, you can use bacon. You can use prosciutto. You can.
Yeah, but you got to cook the bacon
first. First. Oh, this was done differently.
Oh my God! Like I said.
Oh, it was like
you gotta leave a little fat on the bacon, but this bacon was congealed looking.
Yeah.
It was gross.
It was not good. Well,
no, it looked like something a little kid would make.
The last time I watched her do a cooking live, she was cooking tortilla shells in a pan.
Oh yeah.
Like flipping them around. And she was flipping her hair around and her hand around.
Oh, I know. She touched her hair so much while she was cooking. I was like, oh my God, I would not eat your food.
I was like, okay. I mean, you want to make fun of my makeup techniques or my cooking?
Exactly.
Okay.
So we can make fun of her cooking.
Well, no. Exactly. Yes.
Your cooking is like a 5-star restaurant compared to hers.
Thank you.
I'm serious. I look at that food. I'm like, oh my God.
It's easy, but I've been doing it. I love cooking, BB. Like I do. I really love cooking. And it is fun. It's a lot of fun to me. You got to remember too, like I have a household of 6 or plus more at any time.
Oh, you got to cook with those boys in the house.
Right. So like part of our lifestyle is we have family gathering, like when we get around the table and we eat, that's part of it,
Yeah,
like,
I seen your Christmas thing and I was like, see, that's a family getting together.
Yeah. Oh, my Russian Christmas.
Yes. I was like, wow, that is so cool. I love
that's a very heritage thing. Oh my gosh. And it's becoming less and less because You know, my grandparents are no longer here, and they haven't been for a long
Yeah.
time. But that's a big thing, you know.
I know it gets hard. My family's gotten smaller and smaller too. I know.
My son will tell you if you ever ask him what my secret ingredient is when I cook, and he'll tell you it's love.
Aww.
That's my secret ingredient. That is exactly what it is, you know.
It is. I'm telling you.
It's where we have our good times, you know. So like when we redid our house, when we bought our house and we redid it, all I wanted was an open concept because I'm going to be hosting the holidays and I'm going to be cooking, but I want to partake in the family.
Yes, you got to be where you can be part of the show.
Exactly.
And so, everybody wants to come and pick at what you're doing and taste your sauce and pick at your stuff. And that's what I like. Yeah.
Okay. So we did the concept of our house like we're going to be hosting for a while, you know, and we opened up every wall that we could. We put a counter and stools in our kitchen going into our family room, you know, and we have a formal dining room, you know, but it all flows into one another.
Yes, and well, shoot, with just your family there, and I can imagine, yes,
a Sunday dinner is like 12 people, like a regular Sunday dinner.
Yes,
a regular Sunday dinner is like 12 people, and that's okay. Like I love that, you know. Like the more, the better. Anybody wants to invite a friend? Good, invite them. Everyone looks at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like,
no. I heard you say one night when someone says, "I want to come eat your food," you're like, "Come on, the more the merrier. What's one more?" And I said, "That's the kind of gal I want to know." When she says that she don't mind you coming over and butting in on the
I don't have to
dinner.
Plan. I don't have to I don't have to do the mathematics. Like, listen, you might get
I know you probably always make extra.
Exactly. You might get mishmash of silverware. We got it all here. But you know what? You're gonna have a real good fucking time.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some real good fucking food.
Oh, I bet your get-togethers are a hoot, man.
My family is everything to me. And when I say my family, I mean everybody. Like you guys are my family on here, you know? Like I love to get to know people. I do. I really do.
Oh, honey, I could tell that. And I think you are just one of them welcoming gals, you know? And it's like you're the one that I bet everybody was like knocking on your back door, you know?
No.
The neighborhood kids are probably like
oh, then yes. The neighborhood, yeah. I was like, not
they're
that,
always like, hey, let's go see if we can get on
Oh my God,
Cindy's
all
cooking.
the kids are knocking. Yes.
Your son's friends are probably like, hey, can we stay for dinner?
Let's hang out. We got rules, but not that many.
You're cooking them chicken wings and all them goodies for the boys on football day. I bet your house is full.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, it is. It's good.
And I thought, God, look at that. You don't even take the shortcut and buy that stuff at the store.
Nope.
You make all that stuff. And I told my husband, she makes it all from scratch.
Most of it, yeah. Right? Most of it I make from scratch, right?
See, and that's how my grandma was. She never cut corners either. And that's why everybody showed up at her house when it was time. Everybody was there.
She knew, right?
Yes, they knew where the good food was at.
Yes.
Yes, good food and good times. That's why I like coming to your live.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because you're a good time.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I am going to get off of here. I might be back on later. I thank you so much for coming up, BB. I really
You bet, honey. I'm gonna drop.
I love you so much, and I love all you guys here in the chat. Oh my gosh, you dropped down so quickly. Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming. I love you guys long time, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye.